Summer's officially gone.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is.
This is how we do.
When I'm up in the club.
So everyone knows up in the
Everyone
club.
mumbles that part. When I'm up in the club. Yo, I was listening to, what was I listening to? I don't even remember. Fuck it. Never mind.
Fresh
But yeah,
Mint
no, you're absolutely right about the summer.
Chrome hydraulic.
As quick as it came, as quick as it left.
Yeah, summer came early this year.
We should play like, do we have like sad music to play? Like, I mean, I mean, I don't know if that's what I would play. But
that's sad. I think the slowest thing I could find.
Yo, summer has come to an end.
Why do all good things come to an end?
Remember that Vitamin C song, the graduation song? As we go on, we remember summer 18. That shit came and left.
Oh, you know what I want to do?
That shit felt hella short.
It was really short.
Now we're on to fall. And I wanna ball. And I can't wait to watch ball.
Jeez.
Yo, I can't fucking wait for the NBA season to start.
NBA needs to start right now.
Soon though. It's early this year.
Well, it's mid-October as regular.
Yes, or we're a month away.
Yes, thank God. Jeez, I'm tired. College football's on. I've been watching college football
We're
recently.
a month away. So yeah. NBA young boy.
What was the one where I put that table for summer?
I'm not going to lie. I don't remember what you're talking about. But we're going to cap it off there before we give the viewers a little bit too much information as to what's going on behind the scenes. Let's get it.
I am Fendi.
Fendi Prada.
Oh, these basic bitches know me and they want nada.
So I guess we ready then, man. I guess we ready. Let's go. True North Views
Hello,
podcast.
Everybody.
Microphone check.
Hello.
1 2 1 2.
Hello.
Does the podcast really even start if I don't say microphone check 1 2 1 2? And if you don't say hello, can we even start?
It does not.
Does a podcast even exist?
It does not exist until we say hello and microphone check.
Exactly. So you already know what it is, guys. Welcome to another episode of the True North Views podcast.
We out here.
It's your go-to podcast to start your week. It's your favorite podcast. It's your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast.
You don't know.
Some would even call us Toronto's official, unofficial podcast.
Say a word. We are the kings of dope criticism, the Pharaohs of Prolific Opinions, the emperors of elevated thoughts.
Yo, you remember that show, Uh-Oh?
No. What channel was it on? What channel was it on?
We're not going to go there. It's your boy Harris here.
I go by the name JustShola.
And as usual, we're giving you our views from the perspective of a couple of first-generation Canadians on what's really buzzing, what people are talking about, and most importantly, what people are not talking enough about. As usual, guys, we like to talk about what people are not talking enough about.
You know what they're not talking about?
It's a little too easy.
Our social network.
Oh, yeah.
Love them socials.
But people are talking about the socials.
No,
don't do that to us.
Yeah, I just wanted to transition into that way somehow.
Segue. I get it. I understood the idea behind it.
Yeah, that's all that matters, the thoughts.
But yo, social plug as usual, guys. You can follow us at True North Views, all one word. TrueNorthViews. We are very active on Instagram, very active on Twitter.
On the Twitter.
Instagram, we follow a little bit of a theme. So we like to drop, obviously, the episodes come out on Mondays. Yes, and what we like to do is we like to use then the next 5 days, Tuesday, Wednesday. Do we go all the way up to Saturday? Yeah, we do.
We go Saturday.
Yeah, so 5 days. We use the next 5 days basically to post a 1-minute audio clip from our episode that came out during the week. So it's a good opportunity to kind of get a little highlighted for those that haven't listened to the full episode.
Yep.
Great idea to share with your friends.
And pay attention, cause just pay attention to
just pay attention
to those sound bites.
We're gonna leave that part of it there. Just pay attention. But like we said, it's also a good idea to it's hard to recommend podcasts to friends. It's hard to pull up an old episode and just fast forward to a random part and be like, hey, listen to this. You might like it. So that's why we try to get the 1 minute audio clips out there to make sure that we can kind of summarize our value as podcasters. And hopefully you guys feel our shit
for real
and spread that word. Super active on Twitter because it is the best social platform out there.
Do we get a new friend this week?
That shit is hella addictive.
Yes, it is. If you're not careful, you're done.
Yeah, and I'm done because I'm not careful. Because fuck, that shit is addictive. I will leave it at that. What else? So obviously, in terms of actually listening to our episode, we are active and present everywhere. SoundCloud, just to name a few. Apple Podcasts, Google Play. We're also on Spotify, of course. I'll leave it at that in terms of the bigger names. Otherwise, obviously, if you want to Google us,
go ahead. And listen wherever the first 7 that come up.
That is it. True North Views Podcast. Search that on Google. You'll find where we're at. Find where we're at, man.
We're for real.
Yo, you know what I really like recording about the weekends?
What?
Let me ask that again. You know what I really like about recording on the weekends? Because that made no sense.
Yeah, I knew where you were going with that. I was like, you know what? I already know where he's going. I'm just going to let it slide.
I feel like a lot of shit happens on Fridays.
Yo, it really does. Friday's like the day that goes crazy.
A lot of fucking shit happens, man. But obviously, we're here to recap the week for you guys and spit that shit for your Monday morning. Yo, we should get a sound effect. I like that. Yo, put it real. Write that down. Yeah, we should get a sound bite for spitting sound bite. Yo, we're doing this real time. You already know what it is. We're trying to get that soundboard.
You guys get
fully up and running.
Everything
raw and uncut. Because you know what, we got a couple sounds for now. We got our little applause going. Self love is the best love. Self love is the best love.
Self love only.
We got the jokes for when Shola drops the gems. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But yo, we got to find a spitting soundbite. Where do you want to start this week, man? So fucking crazy fucking week.
Sports reports.
Let's start with that sports report.
Like an ESPN.
Yo, write that down too.
The ESPN intro.
Write that down too. Let's write that down.
Center.
Hold on, I'm gonna write fake ass ESPN soundbite to intro a sports report.
Yeah.
All right, that's good. That's lit. That's lit. I'm down for that. Sports. So I'm guessing we start with Nike and Kaepernick and
is it Nike or Nike? So this whole time I've been calling it Nike my whole life. People have been calling it Nike. People have told me I'm wrong. People told me I've told them they're wrong.
I'm not gonna lie. It's interchangeable, man.
Okay,
I think
it's one of those that you can call it whatever.
It has to be because
it's such a global
I find
brand.
myself saying both. Oh, put on a pair of Nikes. You don't say Nikes because Nike's got a Y in it.
I say Nikes.
You do say Nikes.
I've always said Nike. You get a Nike shoe, yo. I got.
Okay, but if I say, yo, you got 7 pairs of Nikes, nah, that's weird. Yo, you got 7 pairs of Nikes.
Yo, that sounds weird too.
That sounds more normal though.
But you got one. Yo, you got a Nike. You got a Nike shoe. That sounds better.
That sounds trash. Yo, send me that Nike shoe.
Send me that Nike shoe.
Yeah, that sounds lit. Yo, send me that pair of Nikes.
Yeah, well, shout out to Nike either way. Either way, shout out to Nike.
Still Team Adidas. Oh, cheers. Get it.
Team Adidas.
White people are wilding.
Yo, okay. I'm confused, and you need to give me a rundown of this because people of the Caucasian descent, are mad that Nike is paying Kaepernick because he knelt during the flag, aka disrespecting the country,
quote unquote.
While the same people wear hats while the flag is on.
Yeah,
and they missed the whole point of him kneeling down during the flag. It had nothing to do with the actual flag and the military and the country. He was just trying to make a point, and they're mad that he tried to make a point.
See, the craziest...
And now they're burning their feet. I'm so confused. I was so confused at this.
The craziest thing to me is that even the articles in support of Colin Kaepernick are not getting the story right.
No one is.
He did not kneel for racism. He did not kneel for the flag. He did not kneel for the troops. He did not kneel for literally anything that articles for or against Colin Kaepernick are saying. He knelt for police brutality.
Yes, he knelt to bring awareness to it. So when a kid says, "Mom, why is that guy kneeling during the national anthem?" They say, because he wants everyone to know he's against police brutality.
That's the trickiest part to me.
Somehow this got switched into he's racist and he doesn't care for the flag and then he's disrespectful to the military. Even though two ex-Marines told him kneeling was fine.
Exactly. So Colin Kaepernick, we know, and we don't need to do the whole Colin story again because everyone is aware
why people are mad.
But yeah, Colin went to former military people. I'm not sure if it's, again, you said Marine. I don't know the details of if it's Marine or Air Force or Army or whatever. But he went to two former people that were associated with the military, and he had asked them, hey, what is the most respectful way to protest? And they said, hey, well, if you kneel, it still shows respect.
Yeah.
But it draws attention to the point you're trying to draw attention to.
Yeah, like it's not disrespectful to kneel.
He then said, great, I am trying to draw attention to police brutality. Therefore, I am going to do this thing that I am being advised is the best way to protest.
Yep, that's exactly where he went.
Have you watched Wild Wild Country?
No. Is it a movie?
No, it's a docu-series.
Is it about Colin Kaepernick?
No, it's not related. What it's about, it's one of the best, let's call them, I'm just going to call them all films. Like, let's just pretend Netflix is all films, right? Yeah. Shows, movies, documents, docu-series, whatever. It's one of the best films on Netflix right now. So Wild Wild Country is about essentially a religious group that came from India, if I'm not mistaken. And they had purchased unused land in in the state of Oregon.
Okay.
Not quite Portland. Obviously, Portland is one of the main cities there. And they were trying to live peacefully. Now, there's a lot of controversy about them, right, as to whether they were good or bad.
I think I heard about
Everyone
this
has
somewhere.
You've heard about it somewhere, for sure. I'm not going to say whether or not they were right or wrong in what they were trying to do, that religious group, but one thing that really stood out to me, I'm still watching it right now. I heard about it, I've read about it already, but I want to watch it now.
Yeah.
One thing that stood out to me was that America and government and the news, etc., they were painting these people out to be
the bad guys,
the sickest people ever. Look at these satanic rituals. Look at these people that, you know what I'm saying? Like they're building a narrative around these people that are trying to quote unquote live peacefully in the quote unquote middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
Their own community.
Exactly. Now, again, whether it's right or wrong, I'm not here to discuss that. But what I am here to draw the parallel to is when media wants to create perception,
they can do it.
They will do it. They go throughout any lengths to create that image. So now all of a sudden, the image behind Colin Kaepernick has nothing to do with police brutality.
No, it does. Exactly.
It's racism and it's black versus white. And it's
respecting the flag.
Exactly.
Respecting the country, respecting the military. It's not, has nothing, everything you know for had nothing to do with that.
Exactly. And then you have people like Trump saying, oh, Nike is disgraceful. Look what they're doing. What are they doing?
Giving a man a job?
What that when you think about it, when it's all said and done, why is Nike disgusting for employing this person that quote unquote has a bad rap sheet? I'm sorry, Donald Trump, you're president with a bad rap sheet. Where's your empathy at that point?
Why did we hire you, or how did they hire you? aka vote you in. They should not vote you in. That's disgusting in their own words.
That's my point, right? So it's like, I don't understand how you can try so hard to create an image of somebody or create a perception of somebody and not really try to understand what the actual point is.
Because the headline is better than the story.
But the story is pretty fucking good too.
Oh, sorry. No,
I know what you meant though.
Like the headline is more capitalizing. What's that word?
Like captivating. Yeah,
than the actual story. It's like, what shall I mean? The headline is better, or a lie is better than the truth.
But the truth is pretty lit too, though. It's like, yo, I'm kneeling to fight police brutality.
Yeah, if you're white, you think they care about that shit? Well, not if they're white, but how many of the people that actually play the NFL or watching NFL, whites that watch the NFL, care about police brutality enough to be like, yeah, he has a point.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But then Nike checkmates the NFL. So Nike puts themselves on both sides of the fence. This was mentioned, obviously mentioned everywhere, but where did I hear this? I think I heard this on Brilliant or Flagrant? Which one was it?
I know exactly what you're going to say. I can't know where you're going with this.
Nike put their hands in both pockets. They allowed themselves to make money off of the people that are supporting the NFL and also make money off of the people that don't support the NFL because they support Colin Kaepernick. Usually, there's some kind of relationship there, at least in today's day and age, right? Yeah, we know he's being blackballed. It's disgusting how blatantly obvious it is.
It's all white owners. What do you expect?
I mean, fuck, man. What the fuck?
Diddy buy a team already?
Diddy don't have that kind of money.
What?
Diddy don't have NFL team money?
Yeah, he does.
Come on now, man.
Yeah, he does.
Come on.
I think he does.
I don't think he does.
Sorry, not alone. Like he may have to be like majority owner, but he can't buy it alone. There's gonna be like him and like 10 other people.
You gotta get like Diddy, Jay-Z, Dr. Dre.
Exactly. All those people that have like
who else is up there?
Net worth, like Ross? Is Ross up there? Ross.
Ross ain't up there like that.
The guy from Beastie
off
Boys,
of music.
The guys from Beastie Boys, the Beastie Boys manager.
Oh, him. Yeah, I knew you were talking about.
We went through this list and we're looking at the.
We did.
Was it on the podcast we did that?
We did it on the podcast.
We're looking at
because I was saying Rose is up there. You were like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "Nah, he's like fourth. He's up there, man."
Well, shout out to Nike, man. I'm gonna buy some more Nikes.
I'm still Team Adidas at the end of the day.
Checks over stripe. That's what I like.
But I mean, like we were saying, man, it's sad that the reason for kneeling has really lost its true meaning. But you know what? We're glad. We're glad that we're glad that Nike checkmated the NFL. Did you watch Thursday Night Football? I didn't.
I watched the first quarter and then my
Did the advertisement come on?
It came on before.
Okay, because what's supposed to happen?
I actually watched on the NBC.
Okay.
Just so I can see the ad, and then I switched over to the Canadian, the TSN one, and I watched the first quarter, and then my service started acting up.
Your service, quote unquote, started acting up. It is what it is.
I didn't watch it. Football is back, guys. Football's back. For y'all that do watch football, I ain't supporting them by giving them my direct money, but still gotta watch it. Gotta stay entertained somehow.
I hope that this advertisement deal that Nike has with the NFL, I hope they just flood the shit out of it. I almost hope they get as petty as possible and say, you know what? Your Thursday night game, your Sunday night game, your Monday night game, we're showing ads. Football? We're showing ads, and we're going to show all of our ads. The one with Serena, the one with Kaepernick, the one with who else?
They have one ad I really liked. Oh no, it was a Kaepernick ad. Mm-hmm. So I remember seeing.
Is that the one with the dude skateboarding at first? And they're falling off the rails.
But there's a guy with no hands that's a wrestler in the ad. Or no legs. Sorry, don't say no hands. He has no legs, but he's a wrestler. He's a really good wrestler supposedly. And then there's a girl like somewhere with a hijab running, like sprinting.
I feel like I've seen that too.
It's a really solid ad, to be honest. Like it's really inclusive. First of all, Nike's marketing department deserves a fucking pay raise.
Nike's marketing department is like
it's unreal, the shit they do.
It's right there, like it's right there with like Apple, right? They have a really tricky way of doing, what I refer to as like lifestyle advertising, right? So they sell the lifestyle to you. They really make you feel like you're truly a part of it. And you're just like, man, like I want that.
Could not have said it better. That's exactly how my mom wants to wear Nikes. My dad, my cousin, they don't play sports. They don't know nothing about sports, but now they want to wear Nikes all because they see a commercial.
That's effective advertising.
Shout out to Nike's advertising.
Effective advertising. Shout out to Nike. Shout out to all other sports brands that promote people of color and
shout out to everybody.
Are the faces for people of color, and people of color represent them and buy their shit. You see when that dude lit his feet on fire. You see when that other person was like, "Fuck it, I'm wearing Converse then," and then the response was like,
"Owned by Nike."
Yeah, owned by Nike.
Nike owns Converse.
What brand do Caucasians have to run to now?
New Balance.
New Balance are kind of hard though.
I don't know. I can't rock New Balance.
Yeah, they haven't specified their support of people of color. So maybe it is New Balance, but
K-Swiss.
Oh, that's fact.
I don't know.
Yo, K-Swiss was ass back in the day. That shit had 5 stripes.
It had 5 stripes. I remember walking to school. Oh, that guy has a D. Oh, never mind.
Yo, get out of here with your fucking 5 stripes.
His ass wearing shoes. Yo,
your nasty ass Nike Air Monarch looking $30 looking.
That shoes are coming back. It's such a big thing now.
Yo, the Monarchs. You'd rock a new pair of Monarchs?
Hell no. Yeah. I ain't rocking none of those oversized shoes.
You want to get a clean pair of Monarchs?
No, I will not. Not when I'm not 64 years old.
Yo, that's a fact. That's foot
Shake
support,
my
man.
head.
That's fucking foot support. Do we have anything else for our sports report?
Nothing. College football's back, I said. Football's back.
NBA. I'm trying to think what's going on in the NBA right now, man.
It's quiet in the NBA. Preseason.
It is quiet. Yo, we haven't. I don't think a single NBA story has come out this week.
All they do is play in that damn
they
court
dropped
in
the
New
thing.
York.
You know what they? Oh yeah, that's.
Oh, you actually know what I remember that I want to talk about right now. And
the LeBron KD freestyle.
No, they freestyled?
Apparently, they dropped like a freestyle from like 2014 or some shit that came out.
Go listen to this.
It recently came out. I guess the NBA has been that quiet.
I haven't listened
that they had to release some lost tapes.
What I was going to say was, as soon as we ended the podcast, I went on Instagram, and you know what I found out? The WNBA is in the semifinals.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
And it's like, this is what we're talking about.
Super, baby.
They are not advertising this enough.
What I really like is that NBA players are tweeting and tweeting their reactions to these events. Like, who did Seattle Storm beat? Don't tell me they beat my Phoenix Mercury.
I don't know.
Because I'll be cheese.
I don't follow WNBA until it's the finals. But
Phoenix
I just
Mercury
feel like there
been my
should
team,
be more.
Diana Taurasi.
There should be more advertising about the WNBA.
I wish there was.
Like, I was in the semifinals. I thought it was still regular season. I swear. Like, that means they went 2 rounds. Is there 2 rounds in WNBA? 2 rounds in the playoffs.
No, I think they. Let's check the table. Let's check it.
Either
live.
way, I felt like and it was like game 3 too. So like I missed so much.
But yo, the finals have started.
I had no idea.
The finals have started. At the time of this recording, Seattle Storm is up 1-0. You know what the funny thing is they play 5 games though. They do best out of 5.
That part. I know they play 5 games.
Best out of 5. Some back in the day shit. The NBA in the 90s was best out of 5. Don't forget. So they ain't that far behind. But Sue Bird is a beast. Diana Taurasi is a beast.
Like a motherfucker. She's shooting like a motherfucker.
Shout out to the WNBA.
That girl that got the MVP 3 years into the league. She's crazy.
See, the thing about WNBA is that it's very interesting because the younger players are significantly better talent-wise than what the older players provide. So we're seeing 3-year pros as MVPs. We're seeing rookies average, 20 points a game and making the All-Star team and first WNBA, second WNBA, things like that, right? So yo, shout out to the WNBA.
Shout out, man. That's all I had to bring up for sports, man.
That might be the end of our sports report, man.
Oh, shout out to Sports Report. See you guys next week.
Shout out to the sports report. We see you next week.
That's Sports Center and the Sports Center.
We can't do that. That shit's gonna get taken down ASAP. But
we can do it with our mouth, though.
If we make pause. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa.
Heavy pause.
Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. I can't even find it. I played the wrong fucking sound, but this guy said do it with his mouth.
Like we can make the da-na-na.
That's true. If we do da-na-na, how can they find us? How can they stop us? How can they find us?
I'm sure they still can,
but for likeness.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Let's move on to that entertainment report, man.
Family makes money.
Entertainment report. Where do you want to start with that entertainment report?
You watch Joe Rogan podcast?
I do listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. So for those that don't know, the Joe Rogan podcast is pretty much the biggest podcast in the world.
Yes, sir.
I know us.
Was it bigger than Combat Jack?
Way bigger. Okay. And this is literally my next sentence was just about to say something like that. Okay. So for us urban folk, we have our bars,
the podcast.
Our podcast. What's the word I'm looking for?
Not Holy Grail, but like the top of the
top. I don't even know
the one that everyone listens to.
Yeah. So Joe Budden podcast for sure is on that list.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant Idiots is on that list. As much as you may not like to, as much as you may not say, people do listen to Brilliant Idiots.
No, but I don't think they have that quote unquote God status of listeners. Yeah, Budden does. Budden does 1.5 million a week.
Yeah, they don't do Budden's numbers, but they have followers. I guarantee you they're doing over 500 a week.
Fair enough. Now, to put it in perspective,
Combat Jack.
Was up there. Put it in perspective. Joe Rogan's bigger than all of them. Probably combined. I wouldn't be surprised.
Makes sense.
So that's just how, for those in the urban podcasting world that aren't aware of how big the Joe Rogan podcast is, it's fucking monumental, right? Elon Musk was on there. So again, for those that don't listen to Joe Rogan podcast, he covers everything. He has scientists on there. He has psychologists on there. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on there the other day.
The interview we had with Savon. You sold it to Savon, remember?
I did sell it to Savon. So if you go back and listen to episode 13 of the True North Views podcast, it's called Featuring Savon. You will hear all reasons why you should listen to the Joe Rogan podcast. But yeah, one of the biggest ones out there. Neil deGrasse Tyson was on there recently. Again, he has MMA fighters on there. He'll have nutritionists on there, etc. Therapists, everything across A to Z, the whole 9 yards, whatever you want to refer to it as. But yeah, Elon Musk was on there recently. The man hit the blunt.
Did he say it was his first time?
He said...
no, it wasn't his first time because he's known for partying sometimes.
He said he doesn't smoke because it takes away from his productivity. What did he say? I'm trying to find his exact words. He says, I'm not a regular smoker of weed. I don't even know if he's British.
He's South African.
I'm definitely going to give him that.
He's South African.
So Rogan asked him, how often do you smoke? And Musk was like, almost never. So I guess that's as good of a reply as you're going to get. Okay. Almost never, whatever that means. It's funny because they were trying to describe a blunt, and it's like Rogan was trying to explain it to him. He was like, it's this tobacco roll. It's great when you mix with the marijuana with the tobacco because it just hits you that much better.
Joe Rogan smokes on this podcast sometimes.
Rogan is a very avid smoker. He's very pro marijuana. He smokes on his podcast.
I never listened to his podcast. So
he just open. He's super open. Because he's in California, right? So it is legal.
It's legal to smoke in the open.
That's why Elon Musk hit it, right? He was like, right before he hit it, he was like, I mean, it's legal here, right?
And then it's make sure he's covered.
That's it. Hits it. Didn't hit it right. Didn't double inhale. All that kind of stuff.
Double inhale.
But that's neither here nor there.
He doesn't do it on the regular.
He hit it. He said it didn't have really any effect on him.
Well, actually, I've heard that. I actually felt that the first time you do smoke, for a few times, it takes a while before you actually say, "Oh wait, it hit me."
And I think the reason why that is because a lot of people don't know how to hit it.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's why. Because first time you're already coughing, killing yourself the first time.
It's true.
Especially the first time you smoke, you probably have baby lungs at that time. Nothing's been in your lungs other than air.
Got the baby lungs. But yeah, I mean, not to extend on this too long. He hit the blunt. Tesla's shares go down 10% fucking %.
Because he hit the blunt? Man was trying to promote his company and it went down.
So we know a lot of it is definitely outrage culture. We know we're in the era of outrage culture.
Yeah, everyone's got to finish or something.
So, you have a lot of conservative people, and Tesla is a big brand, and Tesla is included in a lot of people's stock portfolios as something that they're keeping an eye on, at the very least from a speculation perspective, if not an actual revenue perspective. But what's interesting about this outrage culture, there is some legitimacy to why Tesla's shares went down. So basically the story with Tesla is that
doing good, have they?
People don't know how they're actually going to make money.
Yep.
They've been spending a ton of money, and they've gone from sort of this cool idea to having an expectation of actually making revenue, right? So they're just not showing sustainability quarter after quarter after quarter. I think second quarter of this year, they have lost $700 million.
Oh, 700, that's a lot.
Third quarter report, I think, is coming out soon. And it's like, hey, there's absolutely nothing that showcases that you're going to show us some profits this quarter either, right? So with Tesla, it's a lot of the same shit with respect to their revenue. So I can understand why their shares are going to drop for that reason.
Makes sense. Like business-wise.
They're using
the blunt as the excuse.
They're using the business with the blunt hitting to make the stock go down artificially. Right now, I'm going to have the same message that I had with Nike. Actually, not the same message. I'm a little hesitant here. Tesla might be a good investment, especially when it's down 10%, so? Because what's going to happen is when any stock drops that significantly, it is going to rebound at least 20, 30, 40% of what it went down by. So what I'm saying is if it went down by 10%, it's going to go up 2, 3, 4% the next day.
So my question is, why did it go down? Because no one knows where the future, how they're going to make money.
It went
now,
down.
If he doesn't prove that they can make money somehow, how will it go back up?
Speculation continues, right? Because Tesla is still a desirable brand.
Okay.
Yeah, right? It's still a design. Yeah, it's definitely a car I would want in terms of, I'm not going to say dream car, but definitely if I had that type of money where I don't really have to care consciously about how much I'm spending on a vehicle, Tesla is definitely on that list of mine. But it's like any other stock. It's like any other tech stock, as an example. You don't really know how they're going to make money. How is Facebook making money? How is Twitter making money? How is Snapchat making money?
Ads.
Yes, but sustainability, right? They have those platforms have reached a point of sustainability where you know that ad revenue is going nowhere. Just to kind of draw some parallel, Tesla, and obviously it's not through advertisements, but Tesla is still kind of in the I don't know phase. I don't know if my ads are sustainable, where it'll always be a constant source of revenue for me. I don't really know yet. Can I mass produce my Model X? Can I mass produce my Model S? Can I mass produce that cheaper model, whatever the model was supposed to be named? Can I start differentiating myself where I have maybe a hyper luxury car in addition to a mid-level car, in addition to an entry-level car? There's a lot of things about Tesla that we don't know yet. We can speculate based on the brand recognition, but when it comes to the hard numbers, we don't know yet. And that's the issue with Tesla.
Okay.
Right? So it makes sense to me if their shares go down on a regular basis, but 10% is obviously outrage culture.
That's huge. That's just
that's outrage culture.
Just being people.
Right? Like we saw the outrage culture with Nike, and Nike dropped to 2.5%.
Yeah, but everyone said buy because Nike's gonna go back up.
Tesla dropped 10%. Let's just put that in perspective.
Okay.
All right. And not to mention, Elon Musk always does some fuck shit. In the eyes of investors. Mm-hmm. So on Twitter, so again, Tesla's a public company.
Yep.
On Twitter, he tweeted, "Hey guys, I'm thinking about going private." Not his account. I'm
talking not his Twitter account's not going private.
I'm talking about Tesla as a company. Hey guys, thinking about going private. Well, obviously, he didn't say it like that, but
yeah, I heard that made the stock go down too.
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, that actually artificially increased the stock because now if it goes private, essentially they have to like buy everyone out.
Oh, so
in that sense,
everyone's
right?
like, "Yo, buy money."
So everyone's
now.
Like, "Yo, if I get in now, I'll make a little payday."
Don't you think that was a publicity stunt? Not publicity stunt, but a stunt just to get his stock
rising? No. I wouldn't say it's a stunt to artificially increase the stock because at the end of the day, the numbers will always mean something. The hard factual numbers will always mean something. So,
but he knows that people are going to start
temporary
buying
increase.
He's going to go private. Everyone's like, "We're going to get bought out, so let's buy."
But the thing, unfortunately, is that a temporary increase just won't help you. You will be exposed if you don't actually have a plan to go private. You can't just announce it just to artificially increase your stock.
That makes sense.
That's enough economic conversation for today.
More than 9 you coming in here.
It's the weekend, and I'm not trying to talk economics. Let's get off of that. So Elon Musk hits the blunt. Tesla down 10%. Go buy. There will at least be a small rebound, if not a sustainable rebound. So,
guys, listen up, man.
There are your investment tips provided by your boy Harris.
Some good advice.
Let's move on. So let's move on to Geoffrey Owens. I want to talk about Geoffrey Owens. That is Alvin from The Cosby Show. Alvin was married to
the girl Lisa Bonet. What's her name?
It was the older sister.
Yeah, Lisa Bonet.
He wasn't married to Denise.
No, Denise. Yeah,
he wasn't married to Denise.
Oh,
Alvin was married to the other one. Sandra.
Sandra,
It
yeah.
was Sandra. Damn.
Yeah.
Now I was definitely more of a Denise fan.
Yeah, everyone was a Denise fan. Everyone. She went on her own show.
She did, and then she became not the main character anymore, which is very interesting.
That sucks.
I was supposed to be watching A Different World. I think I'm episode 3
on Netflix.
No, I just found it on the interwebs.
Yeah, I'm not trying to watch it. Didn't it get canceled like after 2 or 3 seasons, or how far did it go?
I don't even know.
It didn't go that far.
It did some work. I think it did like 5 seasons.
Oh, I thought it didn't go that far.
It did some work.
Lisa Bonet,
classic show.
Lisa Bonet.
Whatever
her name is. She wasn't like that. After the first season, she stopped being like.
Yeah, after the first season, she was like. It became about Dwayne Wayne,
the show.
Dwayne Wayne and Whitley.
Wayne.
It became about. But let's talk about Alvin, Mr. Geoffrey Owens, man.
Mr. Geoffrey.
We know that there is a picture of him going viral. Don't want to spend too much time on this because in the world of social media, this is old news.
Mm-hmm.
But he did respond, and not many people spoke about his response.
What was his response?
Right. So he had said. So again, let's provide some context. Context is key. Geoffrey Owens was recently spotted. Picture of him was taken.
You must be like a die-hard Cosby fan to be like, yo, I know that guy from 30 years ago that was on a TV show where he was 30 years younger than he is now.
But his face is recognizable, right? Like he looks like
it is, but it's not like
he has such a distinct. But I get what you mean.
Like you've got to like know who he is, or like at least like I don't know. You just got to know who he is a lot. Like you got to do some research. You got to be a fan of that show to know exact facial features because he has more facial features.
Chubbier,
he's
more
bigger,
facial
he's
hair,
bald
older.
Now, I think.
That type of shit. He could look like just your regular dude from Buffalo.
Exactly.
Right?
Was
so
he in Buffalo?
I don't know if it was in Buffalo, but it's my perception of what people from Buffalo look like. So I'm going to stick to that. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. But no, you're absolutely right. I think the only disadvantage for Owens is that the Cosby Show was such a global show.
It was.
That I would say everyone that is 40 plus is 1,000% aware of every character. Right?
Probably.
Right? So, I mean, that kind of was a disadvantage to him.
What's a staple of a show like we would know when we were 40s? I'm like, yeah, we know every single character in that show.
I was going to name a show that like already has that demographic. I was going to say Fresh Prince.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But it already kind of is 35 plus.
It is, like,
right? Because that show came out in the 90s.
Yeah, like, our age is last people to avidly watch Fresh Prince. Like, I don't see people like 20-year-olds.
Yeah, they don't. They don't connect with it at all.
We want to watch reruns. They took that shit off Netflix, man.
That's crazy.
Netflix, bring it back to Netflix Canada. Cheesing me out here. Can't watch no reruns at night.
But what's a present day show that motherfuckers watch? I don't even know.
This
Is Us? Stuff, I don't fucking know. Like what's on TV? I don't know what that is. I
gotta catch up on that show.
We just gotta we gotta watch the Emmys and just see.
No, but that's all like people.
It's all Big Bang Theory.
Yeah,
and shit,
exactly. With no black people in that show.
So would it be Big Bang?
No, because I'm never.
Forget black people for a second. Let's just talk television. I don't relate to
Big Bang, so I stopped watching Big Bang a while.
But I'm saying, is Big Bang global enough of a show where everyone should know what the people look like? Nah, fuck it. What are we talking about, man? What are we really talking about?
I'm just trying to see what show everyone would know a character from.
Nah, there ain't no shows left.
There is
Power.
No, white people don't know Power.
Oh shit!
I was talking to Power at work, and like there's only one other person.
You're saying
and there's like 10 of us there. Only one other person knew what Power was, and they've heard of it. They haven't even seen an episode.
That's foul.
Yeah, they weren't black guys. So
come on, we know that's hip hop soap opera. Come on now, we know that.
Give them some benefit of the doubt because
we know
Caucasian.
Back to Geoffrey Owens. So again, working at Trader Joe's, he said he was actually working there for 15 months.
Years.
15 months prior to this photo being taken of him. What else did he say? 15 months. He said he quit the job, of course, because he didn't want the unwanted attention.
Yeah, everyone's going to start coming up to
exactly.
him.
Oh, Geoffrey Owens.
Hey, Geoffrey.
Can I get I don't know. Alvin wasn't that prominent of a character.
He wasn't.
But he was funny as fuck. I remember that character.
Yeah, he was scared of Cosby.
Now, he responded. Like I said, he responded specifically to the viral picture of him. He said there is no job that is better than another job. It might pay better. It might have better benefits. It might look better on a resume and a paper, but actually it's not better. Every job is worthwhile and valuable. If we have a rethinking about that because of what's happened to me, that would be great. But no one should be sorry for me, either from a positive or a negative perspective. I've had a great life. I've had a great career. I've had a career that most actors would die for. So no one has to feel sorry for me. I'm doing fine.
Shout out to Geoffrey Owens, man.
Yo.
This is just a real, mature human being. Like, I don't know what else to say. That's maturity right there. Maturity looks like this.
Facts.
Like, I don't know what else to say, man. I live my life. I'm not gonna. I made my own decisions, and you know,
I think he mentioned a very important thing too. Is like we're in a culture that it's you're either famous or you're nothing.
Pretty much, people think fame is the only way to.
You know, it goes all the way back to hip hop history. There's so many different bars that talk about like you can't have too many chiefs in the room. You can't have too many bosses in the room. Like, not everyone is a boss. Someone has to work for someone at the end of the day.
Pretty much.
Right? We're here to tell you that's okay.
It's okay. He said, there's no job that's better than the other. It might pay better, but every job is a necessity.
Exactly. It's like you said, every job is worthwhile and valuable. Mm-hmm. Even if you don't like it, it's worthwhile because it helps you pay your bills.
Exactly.
Even if it's not quite where you want to be on the totem pole, it's valuable because it's building that resume to get to the next step of the ladder.
I will say it's valuable because you're getting experience.
Exactly.
Something you would not be able to do sitting at home.
So, I mean, shout out to Geoffrey Owens, man, because again, like you said, that's the level. That's the level of maturity that we need.
That's what we need everyone thinking about.
Real shit.
But taking out no one's talking about this.
That's because they only talk about the initial viral moment, which is the photo being taken.
He used to be on TV and now he's working at a 9 to 5.
Not to mention the Cosby Show came out in the fucking 80s.
Yeah, late 80s, guys. We weren't even born when the Cosby
What do you
Show
want?
was
Like,
on.
what do you want from him? What do you want from him? You want him to still be in blockbuster movies 40 years later? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's really think about that.
Shout out to the man.
I have a question though.
Okay.
So we know, I don't know the details of it, but Tyler Perry did offer him a job. Again, I don't know the details of it, but Nicki Minaj did offer to give him or donate to him $25,000 or something like that.
I'm taking it.
What are your thoughts on those? What are your thoughts on, I guess, stars reacting to the moment? Do you think it's genuine or do you think it's them trying to capture something?
Nicki donated 25. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie. I think they're just trying to capture something.
No doubt.
I don't see why. The man didn't say I'm broke and I need money.
That's
Tyler
the thing.
Perry offering him a job. I think that's genuine.
Trader Joe's.
Tyler Perry's like, hey, look,
I saw a tweet.
You have history of acting. You can probably do something for me.
Real shit.
But the $25,000 was like, the man didn't say I'm broke and I'm living on the street. So the man didn't say I need money.
I think I saw a tweet that said yo, Trader Joe low key pays $17-$18 an hour, has full benefits. Bro, that's you work 40 hours, you're good. You know what I'm saying? He didn't say he broke. He didn't look like he was struggling.
Yeah.
He just looked like he was a working man.
Tyler Perry offered him a job. I think that's fine. That's genuine. Give him a job. He's acted before. He knows the behind the scenes.
I mean, Tyler Perry shoots all them movies with the same people anyway.
Exactly. He looks like Tyler Perry anyway.
we get Alvin to drop a couple pounds and get back in Alvin form. I wouldn't mind seeing him in a Tyler Perry flick.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing that
on TV for a while.
With Sterling K. Brown and everyone else that Tyler Perry puts in all of his movies.
Brown?
Doesn't he use Sterling Brown? No,
Sterling K. Brown's the guy from This Is Us.
Yeah, he's too big now.
Yeah, he's This Is Us famous. That's white people famous.
Who does he use? Tyler Perry uses the same five people. Janet Jackson. Yeah. Who else does he use?
I gotta Google this.
Yo, why am I not? Doesn't he use Tashina Arnold at all?
I don't think anymore. If he did,
the girl from Everyone Hates Chris. If I'm not mistaken.
that's not Tashina Arnold. Tashina Arnold is My Wife and Kids.
Oh, Oh no, that's
JB.
That's not Tashina Arnold.
Yeah, it is. Let me see.
Yo, we're mixing up all these typical black names from the 90s.
Tyler Perry's
favorite actors. That's what you're gonna look up. Tyler, yo, that's a bad Google search. Yo, Tyler Perry movie.
12 respected actors in Tyler Perry films.
Oh, fuck, you right. You got me there.
Multiple roles. Our favorite actors play double roles in Screen Crush. Blah, 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 blah.
He uses Taraji P. Henson.
Really? He uses her?
That's the girl you're saying from My Wife and Kid.
No, Taraji P. Henson is a girl from Empire.
Oh, fuck, I'm tripping.
She's like my future wife, though. She's too old, but yo, I love her.
Taraji P., that's your vice?
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
The things.
Damn. Yo, bro, why am I not like, okay.
My phone just started acting up now. Oh, there we go.
We got to find a typical...
Boris Kojo,
Michael Ealy. Doesn't he use Michael Ealy a lot?
Who's Michael Ealy? I don't know.
The light-skinned guy with the green eyes, pause.
Cassie Davis, Tiana Taylor, Loretta Devine. You guys see these guys' pictures, that's why.
Yeah, you have to see the face to know whether he uses them or not. But while you're looking that up, I will say...
Michael Ealy, he loves Michael Ealy.
I'm telling you.
When I see his face now, he loves Michael Ealy.
I think you're absolutely correct though with Tyler Perry. I think his position was a little bit more genuine, or can be seen as more genuine. Because it offers him a job, something potentially sustainable. We know he has a resume. Maybe he's done small films after the Cosby Show. I'm sure he's done work after the Cosby Show. And even if he hasn't, I'm surprised he's not getting like a couple royalties here and there. Maybe he is.
Maybe he's getting some of the... He has to be getting royalties somewhere.
Something, right? Like,
Cosby still gets Cosby royalties, right?
I would assume. That show is way too big. Although, I mean, they tried to cancel him. Yeah, I'm sure they tried to cancel him. Despite all the things he's done. We're not insensitive to that.
Yeah.
But I'm sure part of the reason why they tried to cancel him was to say, fuck it, we don't want to pay you royalties no more, nigga. Your shit's too big.
If you're on a reality show does not get royalties.
Real shit?
Yeah, I read it somewhere.
Oh,
They're
that's
not
trash.
considered they can play reruns of your ass all the time and get those syndication checks, but you ain't getting shit.
You're saying all them 16-year... You're saying Tiana Taylor ain't getting Super Sweet 16 checks?
Hell no.
Fuck. Speaking of Tiana Taylor.
Okay.
Oh, that was an accidental segue there.
Okay.
I'm pausing to admire my own segue. Speaking of Tiana Taylor, let's talk about Kanye West.
Han Dizzle.
Kanye West, the creative director of the PornHub Awards.
So I had no interest in this, but I do want to know.
Were you awake during this?
Probably not.
Because I think it was Wednesday or Thursday night, Kanye West had tweeted, "Yo, we're going live in 15 minutes. Here's the link." He didn't say what it was.
Of course, everyone.
So if you look at all the replies, people were like, "Yo, this is coming out. Oh, a collab with Drake. Oh, yo, new video."
I love the fucking speculations people come up with.
Yo, the speculation was wild, right? And then 15 minutes later, I think it was midnight or 11 o'clock. I don't remember exactly what time, but it was like top of the hour type of thing. 15 minutes later, I had saw the tweet at the perfect time. I had saw Kanye West tweeted like, "Yo, we're going live in 15 minutes," and the tweet was from 12 minutes ago.
Oh, perfect!
I was like, "Oh, let's go!
I'm gonna watch this whole shit.
We're 3 minutes away, baby." So I clicked the link, and it's funny because I recorded it on my phone because I thought he was trolling.
Oh yeah, everyone probably thought
I thought he was trolling. And yeah, every motherfucker thought he was trolling because 15 minutes later, when the actual link was, I guess, live and up and running, it was essentially like a video. It almost sounded like house music with like almost like a silhouette slash I don't know, colorful. It just looked very ambiguous, kind of person dancing.
It didn't tell you what was coming.
It didn't tell you what was coming, but there was a logo there that said Pornhub.
Oh God!
So now everyone's like, "What the? Is Kanye tweeting the Pornhub Awards? This is wild. Why is Kanye West tweeting
is on shit.
The Pornhub Awards?" Right? And then I had thought the same thing to myself. I'm like, "Yo, this nigga's really tweeting the Pornhub Awards. What the fuck?"
Kanye is on shit.
Now, obviously, this is before everyone had realized he's the creative director for the Pornhub Awards, right? Now,
did you watch the Pornhub Awards? I'm just going to
I did not watch them, but I did watch like a 30-second clip of it live.
Okay, you gotta tell me what the shit Kanye did. Like, what made Kanye so creative about this role?
So let's talk about that.
Like, I get sure they want Kanye to be a creative director, but what is there about an award show that he needed? They needed Kanye.
So a couple of things happened, right? So Kanye West opened the show, and this is where the segue comes in. Opened the show with Tiana Taylor. Tiana Taylor performs Work This, WTP, you know
that pussy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember the song.
So Tiana Taylor opens up with the Work This Pussy song, perfect for the PornHub Awards.
Oh, definitely.
It almost makes me think, is Kanye West 7 steps ahead of everyone else?
He made her he put that song on the album just so she can perform.
Because remember, that was track 8.
Yeah, it was the last track on the album, or one of the.
Why wasn't Tiana's project a 7-track project? This is the weird speculation.
But you got to date
that happens in my
mind.
They
didn't hit Kanye up last week and were like, "Yo, come do it."
That's what I'm saying.
This has been months in the making.
This could be months in the making. Probably so years. He might say, "Yo, I got my girl from Fade, and I'm gonna make a similar song tailored for your event."
Mm-hmm. Remember, he also shouted out on Black on Jimmy Kimmel, where he talking about what porn he likes watching.
Did he say that? I didn't watch the Kimmel.
And then Black, and then Black said, like, here's a free lifetime subscription.
So Kanye might be doing some shit in the background that we're not aware of.
Definitely.
And salute to him for that.
Make your money, boy. Make your money.
Absolutely good look for him. But you asked a question, what does it look like? What's the whole point of Kanye doing this shit?
Yeah, can Kanye direct my birthday? Like, what's happening here? I gotta figure this shit out.
Now, I'm gonna show you a very brief clip. This was of the live recording that I had captured.
Was Kanye there?
Kanye, I don't know if he was there.
No, you didn't watch it. You only watched it. He said 30 seconds.
Now, we are not visual, so nobody's gonna see this with us. But we've seen photos, so fuck it. Look at the photos. But just an idea. Like, you can tell already it's Kanye's style. You know what I'm saying?
That's Kanye. That's Kanye. That's
so
Kanye
I realized
all
I needed to watch was this. Once I opened the link and I had saw this sort of Kanye type of style, like the color, you know what I'm saying, like the color scheme, the color, the angle of the camera,
the angle, the low angle,
the simplicity. Kanye likes over simplicity in some of the things that he does. I was impressed.
Okay.
I was very impressed by it. Again,
I would watch that.
Yeah, that's what I was saying to myself. It was like I was getting tired.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I think I'm going to go to sleep. And I don't care to watch the PornHub of fucking awards. Like,
no one cares.
Let's be realistic
with myself. If I had time, wasn't doing anything like at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday afternoon.
I would have watched it.
I'll be like, yeah, let me watch that shit.
I was intrigued enough to be like, yo, I want to watch this. I just didn't care to, and I was tired, and I had work the next day.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it.
Say loud.
But what I want to ask you is this. Is this a good look for Kanye? And let me break down what I mean by this. We know Kanye West has ego issues. We know Kanye West has mental health issues.
Yes, sir.
We know Kanye West has issues with respect to no longer being as relevant as he used to be.
Yes, sir.
Right? Although he's still at the top.
Yeah, he's still up there, but he's just not.
His projects are going to push 150K. They're not going to push 400K. Right?
Even though with a solid project, he could push 400.
I don't think Kanye West can push 400 first week anymore. I just think that his allure
if he came out with
gone from that perspective.
If he came out with like something like
Kamikaze did 400 because of white people.
Yeah, that's true. I just think Kanye could do over 200.
Because
maybe not 400, but I think he can do. His last album did not.
Because I think about it like this. Okay, so iconic figures in black culture are Jay-Z and Beyonce. Everything is loved at 200K.
Yeah, that's what when you think.
You know what I'm
saying?
About it now, Cardi did 250.
Yeah, well, Cardi was just a hype thing.
But nonetheless,
I'm thinking like shows come out right now.
Black people related, like
artists
that have no relation or don't have a big relation to a white audience.
Okay,
right?
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe Cole is like the biggest anomaly doing 400 somehow. But like Post will do 400, Eminem will do 400.
Yeah, that's true. They have the
white audience, right? So I don't think Kanye can push 400 first week.
Oh, definitely not anymore. When you put it that way, I don't see him doing 400.
So
he's not Drake.
His lack of numbers is having a negative impact on his perception of himself, and that's where, of course, the mental health issues, have a stronger effect.
And this is all speculation, right? Guys. We're not saying
all speculation.
We're not saying this is actually his problem. What's happening?
Absolutely.
We're just trying to put 2 and 2 together.
So now I ask you this question. Now that you have a little bit more of a understanding of as to what I'm asking, is this a good look for Kanye? Is non-music related stuff a good look for Kanye's resume? For him?
I'm going to say yes, just because you want to diversify yourself.
Right.
You don't want to be the guy that only needs to make music, and eventually when your music starts selling 50 first week, because he's a has-been, again, this is just saying, 10 years from now when he's a has-been selling 50K first week,
50 Cent.
He needs more.
50 Cent.
He needs more of an income. Like what? 50 Cent did for 50K first week?
No, but you're saying you were using 50 as numbers, so I was thinking. I started thinking about 50 Cent.
Like a businessman, you gotta diversify your income, and you can't have one source of income, which is mainly music. Mm-hmm. And if Pornhub are paying you enough money to do it, hey, knock yourself out. He gets to do something he's never done before. Right. He gets put on his resume. He directed an award show.
Creative director for PornHub Awards.
It's not a Grammys, but it's an award show.
And let's not forget, at the end of the day, two things. Two things are facts. Mm-hmm. Pornography is one of the biggest industries in the world.
It is. It really is.
Believe it or not. Pornhub is one of the biggest pornography destinations. Yep. Those are both facts.
100p.
So you were the creative director for one of the biggest porn destinations in one of the biggest industries in the world. Yeah. Now, is it going to be as viewed as the Grammys? No.
I don't think they expected it to be anyway.
That's the thing. Obviously, they don't expect
probably not the first year doing this, but it's probably the only year you've probably heard a podcast talk about it.
Facts. So I think...
it's a win-win in both situations for me.
I think that's a success for Kanye. I'm glad...
So you think it's a good look too?
I think it's a great look. Okay. I love this look for Kanye West because, again, I don't want him... And again, I'm thinking about his mental health. Yeah. I'm talking strictly his mental health because when I hear him speak, I truly see it. Like I said last week, I truly identify the mental health issues
You're not the only
that
one.
He's going through. I can see them. I can see right through them in all of his behavior. And when he's being told that he's doing things only for publicity stunts, I almost feel hurt by it because it's like, no, guys, look, he's crying for help. Listen to him. He is crying for help.
I still think part of it is publicity.
And maybe it is. And maybe I'm just a little naive from that perspective. But I think we should rather assume he's crying for help rather than think he's doing a publicity stunt.
I agree with you. I don't think it's all publicity stunt. But I do think there is a portion of it that he knows deep down that this will get me views.
So now I see something like this, and the conversation isn't even about what numbers PornHub Awards put up or anything like that. It's not even about that at all. It's only about the fact that, you were the creative motherfucking director for the PornHub Awards. That's a good look.
Kanye likes that too. His head's feeling nice right now.
He's feeling nice.
He has a poster on his
That's
wall
what we
that
want
says
from
creative
him.
Director,
right?
Kanye West.
Kanye West makes his best music when he's on that kind of wave. Like, I'm on top of the world.
He does really.
When he really doubts himself, his music is trash.
He really does. You're right. So I have a question.
Go ahead.
You think they gave an award to Kim Kardashian for her Ray J sex tape?
That would have been crazy. That would have
legacy award.
That would have been collusion at its finest. Like a legacy award of best home video of all time or some shit.
Yeah, some bullshit like that.
Even though that video was trash, some would say. I don't think I've ever watched it in its entirety.
I've watched it a few times.
I think I've watched like 15-second clips here and there, but
you can't find it on the internet. According to what I think, they scrubbed it from the internet.
That makes sense.
Or you probably could find it if you look deep enough, but
that makes perfect sense. Kanye West also dropped the music video. I don't know if you want to save that for our new music segment.
Ecstasy or what's it called?
No, it's called I Like That. I Love This with Lil Pump.
Oh, the one with the oversized shirt. I still haven't listened to that song.
Oh, you haven't bumped it?
No.
It's all right. I mean, I don't know. Let's save it for the new music. Okay. Let's save it for the new music.
Actually, speaking of Kanye, we're going to music potpourri next.
Are we? Yeah, we are going into music potpourri. So that is the end of our entertainment report, man. We're getting we're hitting the segues.
You guys don't know.
We're hitting the motherfucking segues, man. So let's get into that music potpourri then, man. Staying on some Kanye shit.
Yes.
I want to talk about his apology to Drake.
Okay, I missed this entirely. Okay. I thought it was still the radio show. Everyone talking just about the radio show he did last week. So I didn't even pay any attention to this. You're gonna have to run me down on this. Pause.
So wow, that is super pause. I am gonna read verbatim what Kanye West tweeted Wednesday. I think this was like Thursday midnight type of thing. Oh, sorry, Tuesday midnight type of thing.
So
Wednesday morning. You get what I'm trying to say. Kanye West says, and I quote, "Let me start by apologizing for stepping on your release date in the first place. We were building a bond and working on music together, including squashing our issues with Cuddy at our office. When I cut it. When I put the dates up, I was a bit ramped up, doing 25 tweets a day. TMZ happened shortly after. I have to hop on the plane now. We'll type more when I land."
Okay, buddy.
He took a 1 hour break in between his tweets because he had to hop on the plane, and he tweeted it, right? He's hilarious, man. Plane taxing for takeoff. What? I don't even know. Typo. Taxing. I don't know what the fuck that is. But
taxing is when like they're going to the runway where they speed up to take off into the air. So that's that's when the plane's taxiing.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Thanks for that fact.
Useless facts brought to you by Shola.
Because we spoke about doing Lift Yourself together, I should have given you the opportunity for us to do this together before I released it. Since we were building as friends and brothers.
Scoop-a-dee scap.
Yep.
Scoop-a-doobie-doo-doo.
What's scoop-de-dee poop?
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Poop-de-dee whoop. Poop-de.
There's so many shit in this song.
So that beat, remember how we were speculating? We were like, yo, that's a real beat.
Mm-hmm. You said that. Even Pusha said it was a real song.
So we had thought it was going to come out on Kanye's album. Like, yo, when Kanye releases the real version of Lift Yourself,
it's going to be fire.
It's going to be a smash.
Because it would have had Drake on it.
Imagine Drake on that.
Oh, my God. Drake on that beat with Kanye West?
That's stupid. That's stupid.
Kanye, man. Why would you do this shit, man? I could have got your album over 200 too.
Drake sigh. Since we were building as friends and brothers, I should have spoken to Pusha about the Quentin Miller bar. There should have been no songs with my involvement that had any negative energy towards you. I never listened to either diss track that followed, but I did hear quotes from both songs after they were released.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that either. He fucking heard them. Of course he heard them.
Pushed up. Yeah, send that out.
Hold on. Either diss track that followed. I thought he was gonna say he didn't hear the Quentin Miller bar that he produced.
I still think he heard the diss track.
Of course he heard them. Facts. Of course he heard them.
He's that close with Push. He knows what Push is doing right now. I swear.
Pusha is the president of the company you own.
Exactly. You know what he's doing 24/7.
Anyways,
you know when he's on vacation. You know where his house is. You know where his kids are.
Does Pusha have to take vacation days? You think Pusha has vacation days?
Send an email to Kanye. Kanye, I would like these days off.
Let me get these days off. Approve. I did not have any conversations about your child with Pusha. I don't play with the idea of people's children after I spoke to Wiz a few years ago. I believe that.
Yeah, that's when he told Wiz that
I believe.
Own your kid.
Yeah, I believe and I agree with that. Mm-hmm. I understand Pusha's issues as a man. If somebody mentions your fiance, men go mask off. I've done the same myself at times.
Fucking mask off.
I love you and I love Pusha, and we all have an admiration for each other's craft, which is a fact. Drake, we know Pusha T is one of his favorite rappers of all time. Mm-hmm. We're all aware of that.
Yep.
And then his final tweet in this apology.
Yeah.
This is all Jedi level.
Okay, whatever, Connor.
Don't know what that means. Jedi level.
Is that what he said? He had Dragon Blood as well.
Dragon Blood before, yeah. Dragon Energy, I think.
Oh, Dragon Energy.
He said, I will be coming to your show within the next 7 days to give love. Okay. To give love and be inspired by the art that you have created.
So that the way Kanye talks cheeses me.
Yo,
I'll be coming to your show within the next 7 days. Like,
who says within the next 7 days?
Just say I'm coming to your New York show. We'll talk there. I'm coming to your Atlanta show. We'll talk there. What else within 7 days?
That's fucking funny as shit.
So for next 7 days, Drake's gonna look at every calendar and be like, "Are you coming to this show?
Yeah, like, okay, is he going to be in Atlanta? Is he going to be in New Orleans? Is he going to be in Missouri? Like, where are you going to be?
Fucking Kanye, man. But shout out to Kanye, bro.
What do you think? I mean, do you have any thoughts about the apology itself? Do you think it's phony? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's...
I think there was a real misunderstanding there.
Yeah.
I think now someone probably talked to Kanye like, hey, look, like, you kind of messed up by doing this.
That's a good point.
This went sideways.
That might be
and maybe someone did try and talk to Drake. And Drake, I feel like Drake's stubborn-headed too. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I think Drake's that person that if he thinks he's right, he's not going to apologize.
I don't know when the 350 Don't Wear Those Around Me. I don't know when that video came out in relation to the Kanye apology.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if it came out after.
It came out before.
Was it before?
Yeah, it came out before. Because I remember when I first heard about that 7 show thing, they were talking about it. They played the 315 clip the morning of. But I feel like Drake is stubborn-headed. Yeah. He will dish you on the track straight up.
I think Drake...
And Kanye knows this, and whoever spoke to Kanye probably told him, look, Drake's not going to apologize for this. He's not going to be, quote-unquote, the bigger man here. And
which is fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. He's just not going to come up to you. So this is his way of saying, yo, Drake, let's squash this shit.
Do you think they should squash it?
Yeah, why not? I don't see anything good coming. Kanye, they're both not going to reply to each other on a diss. So if you're not going to make diss tracks about each other, don't squash that shit.
So now
make a good track with each other.
I'm like trying to go back in the timeline of this summer.
Kanye's timeline is fucked up.
Do you then believe what Jay Prince said? Jay Prince said Drake had something scary ready that I told him, do not drop.
I think Drake had something. I wouldn't say it was scary enough to say do not drop. Like, I don't think it's worse than outing someone for having a child.
So, okay. So we know the rumors.
Yeah, Kim K and Drake.
Yeah, we know the rumors. Made a right. We know they live next to each other in Calabasas.
Down the street, made a right.
I guess, let's ask the question that everyone else is fucking asking. Who cares? Fuck it. Did Drake fuck Kim Kardashian?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either. I don't think that's what the dirt was. I think the dirt must have been something else, but because we were saying, oh, that's what it was. That he said, don't drop it. But I'm like, no, I don't think that's what it was.
Yeah, even with the and again, we'll get to in the new music segment. Even with the new track that Kanye dropped, I don't remember the exact bars on there because it's pump, so there are no bars.
I know this track pump.
So it's like something like I love hoes or something like that. Like I love these hoes. I love hoes. So Kanye clearly is very aware of his wife. He's very aware of his previous girlfriend being Amber Rose. Like, come on. Like, Kanye West is from this in terms of, let's call it security with his partners. Yeah. Right? He's not insecure to say, yo, I fucked your wife, and he'll get super hurt by that.
Look how she dresses. How many people want their wife dressing? No, not saying you shouldn't dress the way you want to dress. But there's something that Kim K wears. I'm like, as a man, I'd be like, yo, I feel kind of hurt that you dress like that.
I wouldn't even say it's how she dresses. I would say it's more so what Kim K does for attention. Mm-hmm. Right? Every other month, a new nude photo of Kim Kardashian is dropping.
Exactly. Your mother.
So we know that's the energy that she brings towards herself. Is she a hoe? I actually don't think so. I actually don't think so.
I think she's faithful.
I think she's been a serial monogamous for a long time now.
I agree.
Right? She just can't find the right person, and so far it seems to be Kanye West.
Serial monogamous. I like that.
But he's used to that energy, so I don't think
he cares.
I don't think he cares about that.
It doesn't bother him.
Exactly. I completely agree with that.
Do you think this Drake diss track's gonna come out with saying "Don't Worry 350 Around Me" with French Montana now?
I think it still has to come out because it does sound like a single type of song.
It does.
It sounds like a song that is meant to make some money. It doesn't sound like something where it doesn't sound like a Link Up TV freestyle, or it doesn't sound, you know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't sound like something that Drake is trying to put out to talk some shit in his head. It sounds like something that is really supposed to be a track. And plus, when you have French on there, that tells me you're trying to create an anthem.
It is.
Right? That tells me you're trying to create a revenue-generating song.
Pump it up.
Right? Fuck, where else were we going to go with Kanye? I feel like I had some next shit to say.
You probably did, but
Kanye, I guess we'll save...
okay, so last thing about this Kanye-Drake talk. Do you believe the rumors that everyone is putting together crept down the block, made it right? Because technically, if he goes down the block and makes it right, he will be going towards Kanye's house.
But is that a fact? Like, do we know, like, Kanye lives to the right of Drake?
They mapped it out, and it's like, he doesn't live to the right of Drake, but if you go up the street where Drake lives and make a right and go to the end of that street, that's Kanye's house at the end of the street. So that's like crept up the block, made it right. Got the lights.
This is what I think.
And then he says checks over stripes, and then like he says Jesus Christ. Kanye walks. Jesus walks. Checks over stripes. He signed to Nike. Kanye signed to Adidas.
Yo, what track is that again?
Sicko Mode.
Yo, that song just got a million times better. I did not make those connections. Did you read Genius for this?
No, I saw on Twitter. Twitter tells you everything. It makes
Twitter is genius.
Trust me, Twitter is genius. Half the genius is tweets.
Facts.
But yeah, I just did that and I was like, why didn't do that? So I saw it and I was like, I feel like someone's reaching, but it does make sense.
It makes a lot of sense.
But I say again, I think it's just a reach, and I don't think.
Yeah, I think what it is. I mean, Drake at the end of the day is clever, right? He's clever with the pen. He's clever with the writing. He has that Jay-Z element to him where he can sneak diss you.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like a really petty type of sneak diss type of person, right? So he put together 4 or 5 bars that were specifically about Kanye. Maybe in his head, he knew he wanted to write about Kanye. So maybe he's like, okay, he lives to the right of me. I can say some shit.
Exactly.
He's with Adidas. I can say some shit. Oh, one of his biggest songs is Jesus Walks. I can say some shit. I don't think it's facts. I think it's just rap.
But that's what I think. I think it's just rap. So I think it's a reach.
Yeah.
But I think it's just funny that people can put that shit together. And there might be a sliver of truth there. But
maybe. I don't think so though. Let's get on to the rest of our music potpourri. Let's get the sad stuff out of the way first.
Heavy hearts, man.
An obvious R.I.P. to Mac Miller.
Heavy hearts.
He passed away at the age of 26.
So young too,
it's an apparent drug overdose.
Was it like he was trying to overdose, or was it like he was just?
I chose not to look at any further details.
Yeah, me neither. I don't like looking at it. When it comes to people's death, like they're already gone. Let them rest in peace.
That's it.
I don't care.
They're gone. I don't even want to know that it was a drug overdose.
I just don't want to know why.
No, absolutely. I mean, it's good to be informed as to why that is. But again, what I mean by that is I don't want details.
Oh yeah. Just say drug overdose and that's it. Like don't tell me what he did, what he used, where he was. I don't know all that info.
I did see a tweet from oh man, who is it from?
Pete Davidson?
No, it's a rapper. It's
Meek
not.
No. Philly rapper? Wiz Khalifa?
It's not Lil Boat. Fuck, who is it, man? Nah,
what did the tweet say?
The tweet basically said like,
call me if you need
while
help.
you guys were. So when Mac Miller dropped his album at the same time as Travis. And everyone said, "What's that other noise that's out?" And I was one of those people too.
The album was trash, though.
I was one of those people too, and
but your album was trash.
Facts. Hey, if I don't like the album, I don't like the album. Exactly. My opinion's not gonna change. And everyone was like, "Fuck that, we're not checking for that." And now that he's passed away, everyone's tweeting R.I.P. Fuck y'all. That tweet bothered me.
That bothers me too.
Because it's like, why can't you just show respect?
Exactly. I didn't like his music, but he died. So I'm going to say R.I.P.
Yeah, that definitely bothered me. What bothers me as well is people on social media, even articles. Why is Ariana Grande's name being mentioned at all?
Because he's...
At all.
That's his most...
It doesn't matter.
X things.
He's a prominent name in hip. He was a prominent name in hip hop.
Yeah.
Why do you have to mention Ariana Grande? Because you're trying to get clicks?
Oh yeah, obviously.
Right, but that's the part that bothers me, right? Pay your respect. R.I.P. to Mac Miller. That is it. You don't have to say...
How did Ariana Grande's name come into this?
That's my point. Why is Ariana names being mentioned?
They broke up like months ago, like earlier this year, like I think January, February. So there's no reason they should... And she's engaged again with another man.
And people are also tweeting that Ariana is to blame.
Well, that's always happens. Whenever someone breaks up, like especially celebrities, they always bring the most famous like relationship.
Now, remember we spoke about mental health last week?
Yes, sir.
And remember we said, hey, if these artists do something to themselves, are we going to feel like we are responsible? Now, I don't mean that from a Mac Miller perspective, because I don't recall him getting really any negative press on social media, maybe other than the album that came out at the same time as the Travis shit.
I like Mac Miller. He even had a show on MTV once with his boys. I used to watch that show. He's a fun person. He's that person that I would want to chill with. I just didn't like his last album.
I think about how Ariana Grande feels.
She probably feels like utter shit because people are probably blaming her.
But that's my point, right? Like I said, Twitter fun. I said this last week. Listen to the clip on Instagram or go listen to last week's episode.
Listen.
I like the Twitter fun. I really do. I really enjoy joining in on some Twitter fun.
Who doesn't?
But at what point do we realize that what we say has a real impact on people? What everyone is doing right now is going to severely fuck up Ariana Grande mentally.
Yeah, it definitely, because she's probably not on social media right now.
Fuck up Ariana Grande mentally.
She's probably not on social media. Like, if I was her, like, imagine, like, hey, stay off social media for the next week or so.
That's it. So I can't tell you guys how to live your lives, but what I can say is just ask yourself, are we okay with causing mental damage to somebody?
Just because they're celebrities.
Because they're celebrities, and because we want to be funny on social media.
Well, there are some good jokes sometimes, but like
that's it. I'll leave it at that. Let's stay off of that. I don't want to go into that anymore.
Speaking of white people,
rest in peace to Mac Miller. Let's not even segue that. Let's not even segue that one. So rest in peace to Mac Miller. Way too young, 26 years old.
Hella young.
Let's move on. For the sake of the podcast, we're going to keep things happy. So we said it. We paid our piece. Now let's move on. Let's get on to some more white on white crime. All right,
white people. Y'all wildin', but let's get it.
Some white on white crime.
Eminem. You heard the Eminem Kamikaze album?
You don't mind the salt for salt?
Salt for salt. Yeah, I'm loving the salt for salt for once.
I heard the Eminem album. I only listened to it once. I refuse to listen to it twice.
I listened to a few tracks from it during the week. Again, it'll be part of my what's
in your rotation.
I did listen to a few tracks, especially the diss tracks. I thought those were fun. People responded.
Mm-hmm.
The most, before I even get to that one, like Lil Boat responded.
Lil Boat.
He's like, "Oh, I was on a plane, so I missed the track. Everyone told me it was a diss, but I heard it. I don't feel it was a diss."
Mm-hmm.
Lil Pump responded on his Instagram. He wrote, "He put hard eyes. I deserve it."
Yeah, I mean,
I thought that was cool. That's why I like Lil Pump. I feel like he's just like a person. He doesn't give a fuck what anyone thinks.
He don't give a fuck.
And shout out to him for that, man.
I like that. Okay.
A few other people responded by tweets. Don't really care about them. But the most known response was MGK's Rap Devil.
You know what I'm thinking about? I'm going to cut you off because I literally just came up with this hot take.
Okay. Press that button.
Hot take. Yo, we got to find a hot take. Yo, let me write that down too, yo. Hot fuck. That's what I was looking for. Hot take button. Oh, no, a sound clip. What am I talking about? Sound bite.
Sound effect.
Sound effect. Hot take. Hot take. Hot take. We got a Harris hot take for y'all, man. Hashtag Harris hot take.
Hashtag Harris hot take.
You already know what it is. Here's my hot take.
HT.
Because we are going to talk about the MGK diss.
Yes, we are.
Right? So you spoke about some people who have responded so far.
Yes.
Lil Boat, still
Pump.
Relevant, right? Lil Pump, still relevant, right?
Die Antwood.
Who?
Sorry, I just burped. Excuse me. They're a band from South Africa. But they've had history from like before this album.
Are they relevant?
In South Africa, yes.
Okay, they're relevant, and they didn't like respond with a track.
They did respond with a track, I think.
Oh, they did. Okay.
Again, they're not that big in North America, so it didn't go big here.
Fair enough. My hot take is this: did MGK respond because he's probably the only irrelevant name on that list?
I think he responded yes, because he's
now that I think about it,
it's a win-win for him.
That's what I'm saying, because I look at it like this. Evidently, you don't want to battle Eminem.
No.
As any of these new age rappers, unless you're somebody like a Joe Budden. We'll possibly get into that later, because Joe Budden did respond as well, and I truly believe Joe Budden will wash the fucking floor with Eminem.
I don't know about that. We'll get to that anyway.
We will get to that. I think that MGK responded. Sorry, what was I gonna say? The new age rappers know they can't beat Eminem.
Yeah.
So what they're gonna do is they're gonna be themselves. They're gonna do that trolling shit where it's like, yo, thank you for mentioning me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not even gonna give you the satisfaction of me reacting negatively. I'm just gonna say thank you for saying my name.
Mm-hmm. You just
move on with my life.
You put people onto my music now. With
exactly.
Like people already didn't know who Lil Xans was, and he shouted them out.
And that's 400K first week. So even if 20K of them are checking for your music now,
that's 20K more than last week.
There you go. MGK, on the other hand, doesn't have the luxury to say thank you for saying my name, Because MGK was not relevant because we know the other white dude took his spot.
G-Eazy, which I'm getting to. That's another thing. That's why the white rappers are on some this
G-Eazy took his spot.
Yep.
So it's like MGK is in this la la land. And the diss track itself had a lot of thank you for saying my name type of thing in it.
Yes.
But he had to do it in a quote unquote diss track form. Because he's the only one that needed it.
Yeah, because it's a win-win. Right? If Eminem responds, he wins. If Eminem doesn't respond, he still wins. Because now everyone's talking about how he responded to Eminem. So before I even go into the track, did you like the track?
I liked it. I heard it once. I didn't specifically listen to lyrics and this and that. I saw it. It was cool. Came with a video. Yeah. Sounded like a track. Sounded good. Had some really good lines on there. I thought he had some bars on there.
He definitely had a few bars.
He's not killing Eminem, but he's spitting like real truthful shit. Yeah. Like, yo, you're just not relevant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he paid homage to Eminem. He said, we know you're one of the greats.
One of the greatest, but you're just not it anymore.
Yeah, he's like, your last album was trash.
So, yeah, I mean, I liked it. It was cool. It was cool for me.
I liked it. I liked the title, Rap Devil.
Rap Devil.
Play off Eminem's Rap God.
Which is good.
I like how he put a little hook in there, a little chorus. That was, I forgot what it was like. I can't remember, but he did a little singing thing with auto-tune.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about. I just don't remember what the words were.
So I first listened to this track and I'm like, yo, this track bombs. Eminem better respond. And I was like, wait, it's a diss track. You gotta take in the lyrics on the diss track. It's not just about it bumping.
It's not about whether it bumps or
so I went to Rap Genius. I listened to it a second time. And first of all, it's a Ronnie J production.
Who's Ronnie J?
He's on that what's his it's Ronnie. Oh my God, Ronnie. You ever heard that before a song?
I think so.
It's a lot of like new age SoundCloud rappers use his production. It's like, oh my God, Ronnie. But he's a producer / rapper. He does more production.
Okay.
It was his bit. He always makes like trap beats for like these Smoke Perps and Lil Pumps.
Okay. So
I think I
know who you're talking
about. That's
why
the beat sounds like that.
The only Ronnie I'm picturing in my head right now is Ronnie 2K. That's why.
It's not Ronnie 2K. This guy's like some black guy. He has dreads.
Fair enough.
So I started thinking, I'm like, music has us fucked up now. Especially as rappers.
In what sense?
Because I feel like there's more than one type of rap music. Mm-hmm. There's hype rap, and then there's like lyrical rap. Those are the only two I'm going to talk about today.
Oh yeah, subgenres. I always talk about the subgenres of hip hop.
Someone like Jay-Z, he's lyrical rap. He's not going to give you hype rap. He's not going to give you like an album and 9 out of 10 songs will be bumping in the club. Mm-hmm. But he'll give you bars like, yes, life. And that's what MGK did here. Not hype, not lyrics. He did hype rap. His bars were not like anything
stellar.
Like, they weren't like double entendres in every sentence and hidden messages.
Yeah, they were pretty straightforward bars. They were very straightforward.
You got me banned off here. You kicked me off here. You don't like I said this.
People on Twitter were saying that he was just reiterating everything Eminem said.
Pretty much. He just did it on a high beat and with a nice flow. So I think this track was good as a hype track, but lyrically I don't think it was a good track. All in all, it was a good hype track.
And I think if I'm MGK, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would I want to try to out-lyrical Eminem?
Don't. I think whoever told him to do that, that's smart.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't try to go toe-to-toe with Eminem when it comes to wordplay.
He came out with a reply pretty fucking fast, though, and I got to rate that.
Yeah, shout out to him.
I got to rate that because of music video, too? How?
Yeah.
Somebody tell me how. Did he hear the album before it dropped?
I feel like that goes around. Like word gets around, I feel like word gets around. Like, imagine
I'm working with you. You said this last time with the Pusha Drake shit. Mm-hmm. You're like, what did you say? You said that maybe you don't know the specifics of the diss, but you know the diss is there.
So someone probably hit him up and said, or someone probably hit up someone that knows him, that knows someone that knows him, and it's like, yo, Eminem's coming out with an album, or Eminem might be dropping an album sometime soon, and he's going to talk about what you said about Haley in 20-something.
Yeah, just letting you know. Shit.
And then he heard it, and he was like, maybe it was like halfway through a track, or he had something, he's like, oh shit, he really did come at me. Let me out this track. I mean, that's how I feel.
I give him points nonetheless.
Oh yeah, for sure. It was a good hype rap song.
Good response.
Yeah, so
good response overall. His own
lane. He's like, exactly. This is my lane. I'm gonna make a hype beat.
And you know what? I think it raised his profile because now, like, it's funny because I I completely forgot for a moment that MGK became irrelevant.
Yes.
I forgot for a moment that, and we'll segue into this shortly, but I forgot for a moment that G-Eazy did take his spot.
That's what I was going to next.
And now when I think about the two names, in my head, MGK is a bigger artist. I know it's G-Eazy. I know the answer is G-Eazy to that, but it makes people like me think that wasn't really sure anyway. Right? And now it makes me look at MGK as the bigger artist. Mm-hmm, so it's like, true. Yo, fuck, you did your shit. You win. Even if Eminem responds, you have won. Machine Gun Kelly. You know who you are, Kelly. Congrats to you. That was the Eminem bar.
I don't even remember what the Eminem bar was.
Segue. G-Eazy.
So I didn't even know they had beef.
First of all, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this G-Eazy shit. I have no idea. I didn't hear. The only G-Eazy song I know is Hit It One Time and I Pipe. And it's safe. It ain't safe. Really? That's the only.
First of all, I bump G-Eazy.
Fucking then I get some money. That's literally the only G-Eazy song I know.
He has a few tracks.
I know he looks like Andrew Schulz, and that's about it.
He really does. Yeah, all of those white people look alike. So I don't know. I had to go research why they were beefing. I didn't know why they were beefing, but supposedly on August 30th.
Okay, so recent.
Yeah. Someone did an interview. G-Eazy. Oh no. The MGK did an interview at Hot 97 where he pretty much, and he did a freestyle. In that freestyle, he dissed G-Eazy. Now I didn't listen to the freestyle.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then G-Eazy, right after Rap Devil came out with another diss track for MGK called Bad Boy. Pretty much dissing MGK.
After Rap Devil, G-Eazy came out with one?
Yes.
Oh shit, I didn't hear that shit.
The day after, because I remember I was on YouTube and I was like, I seen it. It's like G-Eazy, Bad Boy, MGK diss. I mean, this has got to be fake. And then I think it had like 3 million views, or not 3 million. I had a high number of views. Okay. It could not be fake to have this much views.
Right.
So I clicked and it turns out it was real, and I googled it.
Was it sick?
It's a G-Eazy rap. It's G-Eazy rap. If you know how G-Eazy raps,
no limit, I'm a fucking soldier.
Shit like that.
No, Rover.
But yeah, he took shots at G-Eazy during August 30th. On the Hot 97 freestyle. They had a beef over they had beef when they were on tour in Europe.
Yeah, apparently they had beef on tour. I heard that on another podcast.
Brilliant Idiots was talking
they
about
said
it. I don't know where it was. They said Finland. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Finland because G-Eazy said on the track.
I can only assume their beef probably has to do kind of similar to the beef that Tiana Taylor and Jeremiah had.
That's what I think. I think it was about
who is the headliner.
I think it was about time. I think MGK was taking too much time, and G-Eazy, because that's the whole track. G-Eazy was like, I headline my own tour. I headline all my tours. You don't.
Okay.
And then, but what got G-Eazy to diss him was on his freestyle, he came at his ex, G-Eazy's ex, Halsey
or whatever her name is, the girl that says she's black.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said, I seen he dyed his hair. Oh, I fucked his girl, and now he looks like me. That was like the line that really pissed G-Eazy off, supposedly.
Okay.
So he made that diss track. And then on the diss track, he also dissed Hot 97. And he said, Power 105 and Breakfast Club, this is G-Eazy. Power 5 and Breakfast Club are the only ones that keep New York relevant.
Damn.
So Hot 97
that's just not a fact, but okay.
Yeah, that's not that was just because I think because he dissed him.
Yeah, no, of course.
And now Mr. Porter, who is a member of D12, Eminem's old rap group from Detroit.
Mr. Porter from D12.
So D12 was a bunch of 12
Well, I know D12, but I'm saying like, Bizarre was in there. The next dude was,
the guy that died was in there.
Look,
I just didn't want to say one of the members of D12, so I wanted to get a real
Fair
name.
enough.
I wanted someone to actually hold against.
Okay.
His name is Mr. Porter. There's 12 members in that group. I don't fucking know all of them.
Detroit 12, man.
Royce Dive 5'9" wasn't one of them.
I don't think Royce was in D12.
I feel like he was.
I don't think he was. Oh, well, never officially.
Maybe he was. But anyway, he told Culture Untold, a magazine or a website, I don't know what it was, that Eminem is working on a diss track for MGK.
Okay. I mean, let's see what happens. You better work on an MGK one because I don't think you wanted to smoke with Joe Budden.
Okay, so now let's get into Joe Budden's response.
With Joe Budden.
I think, and now I'm not going to say Eminem, because you already said you think Joe Budden will wash it.
I think Joe Budden will wash the floor with him. So like Joe Budden said, I've been better than you this entire fucking decade. I believe it. I believe it.
He did drop some.
Go listen to Rage in the Machine. Go listen to All Love Lost.
Eminem recently.
And go listen to Revival after that and tell me which albums are better.
Yeah, but then listen to Kamikaze.
I still put Rage in the Machine ahead of Kamikaze. In terms of which album, but it's I guess it's more of like your personal preference.
It's not even like a personal preference. It's just I think Eminem, maybe it's personal preference, but I don't think he's gonna wash Joe Budden. I think it's more like a 55-45 Eminem to take it right now. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying one's gonna wash the other. I think it'll be a good battle if they do. I hope Joe Budden actually does drop a track. I want to see some bars from lyricist.
This is why I'll tell you why Joe Budden washes the floor with him. This is the reason why. So Eminem's shot at Joe Budden was the domestic violence, or domestic dispute, allegations, whatever the fuck it was. I don't know exactly what it is, so I'm not going to speak on it. That's a weak bar.
Yeah, I feel like that was a low blow.
B, that was just trash. Like, you could have came up with something a lot more creative if you wanted to come at Joe Budden. So what that tells me is that Eminem does not... It's almost like the Kanye, Drake, Pusha thing. Who didn't have info on who? What was it again? We were saying Drake kept going at Kanye because Drake has no info on Pusha. This is exactly what I feel. Eminem has no information on Joe Budden.
Maybe because you can't
anything
prove that,
but anything negative, and you're right, we can't prove it, but anything that's been perceived negatively about Joe Budden, he owns up to it. Chasing a car, wilding out on Everyday Struggle with Lil Yachty, all of those different other yelling clips that he has from Everyday Struggle when he disagrees with the topic or Nadeska or DJ Academics, the domestic dispute stuff. He's already owned up to all of that, the drug abuse, mental health issues, etc., etc., etc. Right?
Yeah.
There's a song called Slaughter Mouse by Joe Budden. This came out in 2015, 2016, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And the last verse of that song, he's talking about how him and Eminem are extremely similar. They both had domestic violence cases in the past. They both have had, or I'm going to say allegations, because again, I don't remember what happened with Joe Budden's. They both have had drug issues in the past. They both have had mental health issues in the past. Where he says we're less different than we are alike is the bar, right? So he's saying, listen, we're similar people, right? So now if Eminem is going to try to take a shot for something that he has done, to take a shot at Budden, that's going to tell me you don't have much material on Budden. That being said, Budden is your biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? He's your biggest fan. He's gonna have a lot of information on you.
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. I'm not arguing with you. Maybe I am. I don't know. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate and say there could be what Pusha. You know, Pusha. He did that. He made that response in order for Drake to respond, and then he can out his son.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that's what Eminem is doing here, but do you think that could be something similar?
Throwing the bait.
Yeah, like, now respond to me. Oh, you respond to me? Here's the thing that you told me in 2006 that you thought no one else knew and I forgot.
Oh,
I got you.
That would
you got that child hidden in
battle.
I'm just saying, but I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I think that's the perfect devil's advocate to play. I think you're absolutely right.
Because you can't lie, he did push Joe Budden's buttons.
Yes.
And you heard it on the podcast. I heard it too. He did, like, Joe Budden was legitimate. I feel like Joe Budden was in his feelings about it. And he had the right to. I'm not saying yeah, sure. I can't tell you how to react.
I don't quite think in his feelings. I think what Joe Budden wanted to do.
Mad. He was cheesed.
I don't think so. I think Joe Budden has internally held a lot of his opinions because of his situation.
Yeah.
Right? So now that the Spotify deal is done, now that we don't need shady records to any capacity, I can finally get off of my chest everything that I've felt about you and everything that I've been trying to say in segments for years.
Nah, he was cheese.
Right? So I don't...
He was mad. You come on. I'm not saying... And he had the right to be mad. If someone said that about me, about something, about an allegation that happened 10 years ago,
he's not mad at the bar. He's not mad at... Like, the bar doesn't mean it. To him, it's like, okay, you're saying something that like I don't remember the truth part of it, but let's assume it's not true. He's like, okay, you said something that's not true. I don't care about that. But now that I have a Spotify deal, let me tell you how I truly feel about you.
But what sparked it was that line. So you're telling
me,
if he didn't say anything about Joe Budden, or if he said, "Oh, I love Joe Budden" in Eminem song, if he said, "I love Joe Budden," Joe Budden wouldn't have responded the way he did.
I think Joe Budden would have responded very similar. If Eminem said, "I love Joe Budden," I think Joe Budden would have responded in a very similar way.
He knows how to.
Very similar way. I guess we'll just have to agree to disagree. Yeah. Yo, can I write that down? An agree to disagree sound effect? Yo, we're catching bare notes for the sound effect. Agree to disagree sound effect.
Oh, just while you're doing that, just to talk about Joe Budden's podcast, just a quick hot take from Joe Budden's podcast. Now, again, I'm not going to tell him how to respond. I'm not going to tell anybody how to feel. If someone talks to you a certain way, you respond to, you feel the way you want to feel. But I felt on this podcast, he just sounded like he was annoyed, he was mad, and he started airing dirty laundry that happened with him in Shady Records. And now I'm saying there's three sides to a story. There's Eminem's side, there's Joe Budden's side, and then there's the truth. So I'm not picking any side here because I feel Eminem was wrong for what he said with the domestic violence.
Okay.
I feel like that was wrong. I also feel like Joe Budden was wrong for the way he did out, the way he felt Eminem treated him on the podcast. In
a sense, okay.
Yeah, that's what I feel. I just felt like it was wrong the way he went about it. But I do get why he's mad because I'm not blaming him for being mad. I'll be mad too.
Here's what I think. I think the only new information that Joe Budden shared on that entire 1 hour 25-minute clip.
That was a long clip. 1 hour and 25-minute clip.
Movie of him going in on Eminem. So for those, just search it on YouTube, Joe Budden, Eminem, Joe Budden podcast. I'm sure you will find it. It's an hour and 25 minutes if you don't want to watch the entire episode. The only new information on there that Joe Budden shared was that he truly thinks he's better than Eminem. And that's not even that new because he said it in a clip from 2008. He said, if I'm going up in a battle, me versus Eminem, I'm picking Joe Budden.
Well, I would hope you pick yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
If I'm going up against Eminem, I'm picking myself.
So it's like, I want to see if I can fucking find it real quick. Man, I don't even remember where I sent it. I don't remember how I sent it.
It's all good. I just wanted to say, I feel like he just went about it all wrong. Not all wrong, but I wouldn't have gone. He seemed mad, bitter, angry, and he, by all means, feel that way if you want. I just felt like
I just think that
went about it wrong.
Nobody was listening before. That's my personal opinion is that Joe Budden has been saying these things for many years. He's always been known as the anti-label guy, the anti-industry guy. Why is that? Why is it that he's known as the anti-label guy, but now when he finally speaks, not even finally, when he speaks again against the label, it's now perceived as new information. It's perceived as him being bitter, A, B, or C. He's always said these things about Shady Records. Always. He's always said these things about.
It's the way he said it.
Slaughterhouse. He's always said these things.
But it's not the way. It's not what he said. It's the way he said it.
I still think Joe washes him.
If you're yelling at me, you are clearly in your feelings. If you're yelling, like I said, I'm not mad at him.
I think he got emotional as he was saying it. I don't think the bar made him emotional. I think the bar obviously made him respond.
Yes, there we go.
And in him starting to respond,
he got
emotional.
There we go. But that's fine. That's fine.
And that's completely fine.
I was just saying, it just sounded like, because he was emotional, it just didn't sound like. He sounded more like he was just, I'm just going to say anything because I'm emotional right now.
Fair enough.
But hey, if you're emotional, shit does happen like that. So.
Now, a quick mention for somebody that has the utmost highest confidence in the world. He says he posted something on iPhone Notes app. Probably posted it on Facebook because I don't really see him present on any other social media. Yeah, and this used to be one of my favorite rappers, so I'm not even going to disrespect. Lupe Fiasco. Lupe the Fiasco at blogspot.com.
The new age rappers actually will not know how much influence Lupe was in the
They don't even know.
In those mid-2000s?
They don't know,
They don't know how big Lupe was.
I say late 2000s.
Yeah, mid to late 2000s.
Yeah, Lupe was a fucking animal.
They don't know Lupe no more.
But Lupe says, just to be clear, I don't know what video he's talking about, by the way. I think he's talking about the that comedian. I think it's Chris D'Elia, if I'm not mistaken.
What did he do?
Posted a video of how white rappers rap. You know that comedian that posted
it? Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta impersonate it, but he says, just to be clear, this is from Lupe Fiasco. Just to be clear, I posted up that video of the comedian mimicking Eminem's rap style because I thought it was funny. And actually, most rappers most rappers actually rap like that when they are writing to catch a flow and get a melody. I like M and most other rappers, and I want no smoke. But if I did, I would destroy them all, especially Joe Budden and M2. And then that's kind of like, that's all I wanted to get
Lupe's all talk, man.
I'll let Lupe do his thing.
If you're going to say some shit like that, prove it. That's all I'm going to say. Joe Budden has a proven work that he has bars. Eminem has proven bars that he can spit bars and he's not scared to come at people. Joe Budden's done the same. Lupe, if you're going to say that shit, you got to back it up. That's what
I wouldn't mind a Lupe comeback like that, man.
I wouldn't mind. That's it. All I'm saying is back it up.
I just want, Food and Liquor, to me,
was a good album.
If we're talking the last 25 years, Food and Liquor and The Cool make your top 50 list of the last 25 years.
Food and Liquor probably will. I don't know if The Cool. His last album was supposed to be really good, though.
I have this weird, I don't know why, I always like second albums more than first albums. I like it was written more than Illmatic.
No, I like Illmatic.
I know. I'm not even going to defend it. I'm just, it's a personal thing. I don't know why.
Music's all opinionated, so feel free to like what you want.
But I think you're right. I think Food and Liquor has to be on the top 25 list.
In the last
years, 10, 15 easily. Bare minimum, he's on a top 50 list. Do like 50 greatest players type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Top 50 list over the last 25 years. Food and Liquor's on there. There's no doubt about it. So that just tells you who Lupe Fiasco is. I don't know. I would love that, though. I would love that.
Oh, speaking of more beef.
Let's talk about more beef.
Ski Mask and...
what's beef?
Ski Mask, the Slump Dog.
I thought it was Slump God.
Sorry, I was calling it.
This guy's a Slump Dog.
Slumdog Millionaire. Ski Mask, the Slumdog Millionaire. And Drake.
Yeah. Do-rag.
So Ski Mask, there was a picture of Drake on, I think it was Instagram, he's wearing a do-rag in his Maybach. Not Maybach. I forgot what car it is. He always drives around Toronto with that car. Ski Mask took offense to this. He says, and then while airing it out, let me just grab it. I had a picture of it.
That motherfucker said, "Give me more respect." Like, I want more respect.
I don't. First of all, he says Drake steals people's stuff all the time and doesn't give them credit.
Ski Mask makes a lot of motherfucking claims.
He's like, here we go. I know y'all see people wearing the do-rag like me now. Wait, that was one tweet. Sorry, my phone's being hella slow.
Now, while you're looking that up, I'm gonna preface this with a little bit of how much Ski Mask walls out. I don't know if Ski Mask started this conversation or if somebody like a DJ Academic started this conversation. But when KOD dropped, the conversation was, oh my God, J. Cole took Ski Mask's flow.
I've never heard that before, though. I'm not saying he didn't. I've just never heard.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the look, it was like, yo, Ski, it was like, I think the article came out, not article, I think the headline was like, is J. Cole stealing Ski Mask's style?
That's a reach.
That was me. I was like, okay,
chill. Like, that's a reach. I never once I listened to the album and think, oh, this is Ski Mask.
Fuck out of here with that shit, man. But you have...
yeah, he said, my thing is Drake be adding to a lot of other people's sauce to get what he got and don't credit no one on it. The fuck is that? And then he wrote next week was, I'm upset. So I do see where he's coming from
I do.
In the fact
I was just about to say
Ski Mask just tie his do-rags in a certain way. He has a way of tying it in the front,
the front corner, side, whatever. Okay.
But he ties it in a certain way where like it's a little bit longer on one end. Like he has a certain way of tying it, and that way Drake did copy. It wasn't like Drake was just wearing a do-rag.
But the side thing is not new.
It's not. But
I see niggas in high school doing that.
He's been doing it for a while. Like he's the only one that still walks a do-rag, still doing it like that.
ASAP Ferg.
He doesn't rock a do-rag like that anymore.
For his album.
I gotta see his album cover again.
Remember when the album came out? What album was that?
It's a new one, right?
The one that came out in 2017 or whatever, yeah.
Either way, I do see where he's coming from there, and I do see why he would get upset, but it's a do-rag at the end of the day, so I ain't even that.
What the fuck was that album
that's
called?
All I had there.
Still Striving, the album. Remember he was only wearing a do-rag for his press release?
Oh, he was?
He was only wearing do-rags. I remember that
funny.
shit.
Speaking of wardrobes.
Speaking of wardrobe, man. Segue.
Made in America. Nicki Minaj.
Did you check the Made in America tour at all?
Oh, it's a tour?
Made in America, man.
I thought it was just one show.
Not tour. Sorry, not tour. That's my fault.
Oh.
Did you catch the Made in America show?
No,
to any capacity?
No, only the Nicki part.
I hope it's on Tidal.
Oh, it should be.
I should check for that. I'm gonna check for that. Yeah.
But anyway, while we're out there, Nicki was coming out for her set, and we saw a little black.
The areolas were out.
Now I have nothing much to say about this, but it was about damn time.
I go back and forth between.
I've been wondering what those things look like.
And I go back and forth between fake
clarification.
Between fake. Is there a more general word I can use? No, fuck it. Between fake tits and real tits.
Nicki's are fake, you know that, right?
Oh, are they?
Yeah, they're not 100% real.
I'm fucking with you, but I go back and forth between fake versus real because obviously real is better. I always prefer real. That will never ever change. But with fake looking ones, sometimes I ask myself, do I even like what these look like?
Sometimes, honestly,
and other times I'm like, you know what? They look pretty fucking good.
It's one of those things that sometimes you want like, I don't know. I want to say like, you want some stuff that's fresh, and sometimes you just want some like oven made, like throw it in the microwave and eat it immediately.
Damn.
That's how I feel.
Okay, I get it.
I like eating the fresh chicken or the fresh meal. But there's some days where I'm just tired and I just see something that just catches my eye. And fuck that! If you just deep fry that for 30 seconds, deep fry that chicken, I'll be eating in 30 seconds and I'll love it.
I think that's the perfect comparison.
And that's it. It's just one of those. Like,
I think that's the perfect comparison.
I love both. Just time and place.
Did Nicki do this intentionally?
I don't think so. Like as much as Nicki does, and she did look like real surprised on. Like if you see her, I watched that video like.
But she looked real casual with fixing it. Like
yeah, like as a performer, even when Beyonce, like when she falls,
that is true.
She's just like, oh my gosh, I fell. She's not like that. She's
yeah,
like, she has to pick herself up and keep on the show. You can't ruin
your stage presence. So, you gotta keep it cool.
I could see like in her face, like her eyes did widen, like fuck.
Yeah,
like,
she's like, fuck, shit. It's out shit.
And she's up there adjusting.
And now it's almost like, remember back in like elementary school where motherfuckers were like, oh, you left your fly open. Mm-hmm. And you never realized it was open, and then as soon as you reach down for it, you're like, "Oh fuck!"
But you're not going to make a big scene like, "Oh guys, I'm zipping on my fly right now."
I think that's a perfect example. I think it's like I can see why you wouldn't feel it if you're Nicki. First of all, there's not that much sensation there because they're fake.
Yeah,
right. So when they're there's not that much sensation there because they're fake,
and their hair was covering.
Your hair is covering it. You're performing. And you're moving around a lot, and then you're reaching down for your shirt in a way where you're gonna normally adjust it. Like girls adjust their shirts very often, right? And then she reaches, and then she's like, "Oh fuck, my hand is going way more to my right than I thought it was because my titties is out."
Because I think it's when she moved her hair that she felt like, "Oh shit!" Like,
she's like, "Oh shit,
my shirt
I feel
is
the
not
wind
covering where I think it should be." Like, why is my nipple hard? Oh shit!
Damn.
Like, shout out for Nicki. She looked good either way. I always thought Nicki looked good in a weird way, but I don't know. Nicki's like my low key crush.
You know what? Queen Radio, man. Queen Radio.
Shout out to Nicki.
Shout out to Nicki Minaj.
Speaking of Nicki, one last thing.
Segue. Yo, this has been
the best.
The episode of segues. We should call this episode something with segues. We'll ponder on that later on.
Workshop that.
We'll workshop that.
Nicki v. Cardi.
Nicki v.
Who's
Cardi,
winning in a
man.
scrap? That's all I want to ask. I don't care about anything else.
Yo, they're both from New York. Let's not get it twisted.
They are.
Nicki might wash Cardi, bro.
You know, I would give it to Nicki, to be honest.
Nicki might low-key be a fighter fan.
Nicki's from Queens. Where's
Cardi's from Brooklyn.
Bronx? Yeah, Brooklyn.
And Nicki's from Queens. But Brooklyn motherfuckers is like,
I don't know. But I don't know. Cardi just looks smaller. I feel like Nicki would just beat her just because of body size.
Maybe.
I don't know. But guys, there was a little.
Cardi's finally had enough.
There was a scuffle at. I
don't even know what event
New York. It was just one of the events at New York
like
Fashion Show. New York Fashion Week. Sorry.
Okay.
There was an event there, and Nicki and Cardi were in the same room or hallway, wherever it was. Videos are hard to see who was who anyway.
Yeah, that video was hella grainy.
But yeah, Cardi literally did as the song said. Who wants the smoke?
Who want the smoke? Who want the smoke?
She was willing to give Nicki the smoke.
Yo, she was ready to fight, but she
later on
did that Cardi post come out before or after the video?
That I don't know. I'm going to find the post.
Because I'm wondering if she had like sent the warning message, being that message that you're going to read, or if it was like an after effect. You know what I'm trying to say?
I know exactly what you're saying. I don't know. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying, but I don't know.
Fair enough.
Here's what Cardi had to say. This was September 8th at what day is it? What time is it? What day is today? 9?
Today is Podcast Tricks will tell us it is September 10th. We need
this for the actual. I think this came out after
the
event because this came out 12 a.m. September 8th.
Okay.
Let me choose water. Here we go. I've let a lot of shit slide. I let you sneak diss me. I let you lie on my name. I let you attempt to stop my bags. Fuck up the way I eat. I'll try not to talk like Cardi, but I really can't. You've threatened other artists in the industry, told them if they work with me, you'll stop fucking with them. I let you talk shit about me. I addressed you in person. I addressed you a second time in person. And every time you copped the plea.
Cardi has really been the bigger person.
But when you mention my child, you choose to like comments about me as a mother? Make comments about my abilities to take care of my daughter? That's when all the bets are off.
Oh my God.
I've worked too hard and come too far to let anybody fuck with my success.
Yo, celebrity drama.
Bitches so talk fucking stupid. All that shit in their raps, but in real life, they pussy. This shit really is for entertainment. Signed, Cardi Braxton.
Yo, she motherfucking said niggas is pussy in real life. Yo,
she wrote niggas is pussy.
That is that's New York finest right there. That's the most New York thing you're ever gonna hear.
I don't know what else, man. I think
I mean I'll quickly end off that part of it by saying, you know what, Cardi has a point. You know, we know that she's been the bigger person throughout all of this.
Huge.
But you truly realize after seeing her summarize thing, you're truly getting an idea of how much shit she really lets slide, right? So it's like, yo, now that you're coming at my kid, Jay-Z did the same thing. It was like, yo, Kanye, you're doing a lot of shit, but you come at the kid.
Come at the family. That's when you don't cross that line. It's me and you. Say what you want about me.
That's it.
I don't care. I asked for this. Or I'm entertaining this. That kid don't even know shit. What does he know?
Exactly.
She know? Or shout out to Culture, by the way.
Culture. I think Nicki or Cardi's trying to like sell baby photos of Culture, but nobody's buying. But that's neither here nor there. Let's move on to some new music, man. I want to talk about that new Russ shit.
I did not see that coming. I just went on to my what's new today. And
you didn't? Okay, there. So I think I mentioned it a few episodes ago.
You did. Honestly, I've not. I don't look for music anymore.
Yo, Russ.
I just go on.
Russ is that nigga, man. I know he's white, but Russ is that guy.
Is he mixed? Is he white? I don't know.
What I really like about Russ is that I really like his arrogance.
I love it too.
And the reason why I love his arrogance is because it's like, guys, I am achieving success. Stop telling me that social media hates me because I don't care. I am selling shit out. My albums are selling. I am going platinum.
Did you like his album?
It was a good album.
I respect it.
I was cool on it.
Like, so it wasn't anything abnormal, anything like wow, but it wasn't bad.
Yeah, it wasn't stellar. It wasn't trash. It was good. It was just a good album, right? I want to quickly talk about that standout track that came out to me, and you had talked about this where he was saying,
"Oh, damn, this beat is sick." Shout out to me.
Yeah, damn, this beat is. Yo.
I was driving to work.
Yo, same.
He said, "Shout out to." He said, "Damn, this beat is sick." Shout out to me. I literally laughed. I was like,
same. Yo, Russ, I was like, Russ, that's how you feel, Russ. I remember I said that very same thing in my car. I'm like, yo, that's how you feel, Russ.
Hey, do you, man? You put in the work. Shout out to yourself.
This beat is crazy. Shout out to me.
He reminds you.
I naturally respect artists that do everything on their own.
Yeah, he mixes, master, writes, produces himself.
Literally, like if you look at the credits of it, it's Dylon, right? Like it's all Russ, right? So it's like I respect that
crowd. Like it takes time.
I always gravitate towards artists that do that, but. I want to talk about that song a little bit deeper because he goes into some shit that really opened my eyes a little bit. So he said, rappers dissing for attention. This is the third verse on Kill 'Em All. kill them all because he
always goes at like SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, so he said rappers dissing for attention that the music ain't getting. I understand it's frustrating watching my rapid ascension. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but he says, where is he? He says, but that's because most of them are fake. Yep. Let me let your followers know that y'all be paying social media agencies $20,000 every month just to comment, like, and follow your account.
Yep. So if you didn't know this, you were dumb.
Explosion.
Not dumb, but you need to smarten up if you did not know this.
Can we put like we gotta put another sound effect on it. Explosion / funk flex bomb. Similar
drop
sound.
A beat on that. Drop a bomb. drop a bomb on that shit.
Yo, I'm taking a lot of motherfucking notes.
Yo, trust me. I'm telling you, next episode is just gonna be sound effect, and that brings you to the episode, the end of it.
That's it. We're gonna intro ourselves. We're gonna showcase everything on our soundboard, and we're gonna close it off.
And it's gonna be 6 hours long.
And that's it.
Yo.
What else stood out to me in that verse?
Would you want to rate this album?
I would say no. Okay. It's almost like one of those albums you don't really rate. Like
I said, you said it's not trash and it's not cool. It's not spectacular.
That's the only way I can describe it.
So whatever number you want to give that, that's what it is.
That's it. It's cool. Like it's like the Wiz shit was cool.
Yeah.
The what else came out that was just cool? Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
it's just
no rating needed. It's cool.
Like the trippy red shit.
That's it. You know what? The trippy shit I didn't like, man.
You didn't? I grew to love that. I listened to it a little bit more, and I've been liking it.
I really want to hear him rap. What else are we talking about?
Logic came out with a song, which means an album's coming soon because this is the second week coming out with another song.
Yeah, you know, Logic. I'm just gonna wait for the album with Logic, man. I hate big label promo. I fucking hate big label promo because it's the same shit with the Queen album. The same rollout that the Queen album had where it's like, hey guys, I'm releasing a single. The world should stop for me. Like,
but that's how everyone does. Everyone releases singles before their album. It's just how the world works.
Yeah, but when it's big label, like Logic comes out with this high money produced video. We're supposed to talk about it for an entire
Well, yeah, bro, they want everyone talking about it.
Just give me the album.
The only thing I hear about Logic
the album is probably 4 months away. Yeah. So why are we getting a single right now? Like it's 2007.
Hype,
that shit don't work no more.
It really doesn't.
You know what I'm saying?
The hype only lasts about 2 days and it's done.
Fam.
But the one thing I hear about Logic dropping things, so Logic tells a story in his albums. So I feel like I'm just getting imagine reading a book and there's someone says, here's chapter 10. Like, nigga, where's chapter 1 to 9? Like
it's like an author releasing one fucking chapter a month.
And not in order.
Just
random chapters.
Like, here's chapter 17.
Like what the hell? Like
and then here's chapter 3.
And then now the whole book comes out. And you're like, what the
fuck? I'm just gonna. I personally, I didn't listen to it. It's called Everybody Die. I didn't listen to it. Did you listen to it?
I listened to it once, to be honest. I was just trying to listen. Actually, I listened to see if he said it was mixed. Because we're talking about being mixed.
Did you get anything from it? Like, how is it sounding? Is it Tarantino shit?
No, it's not Tarantino. It's like his album stuff. Like you can tell it's an album. Yeah, it wasn't hype music. It was like his album type of music.
Okay, I mean whatever. It is what it is.
Like, maybe I'll give it some more listens. We'll see.
Fair enough.
Jefe,
T.I. and Meek Mill.
Did you listen to this?
I did.
I really liked it.
This is a strip club. This is a strip club song. This is a strip club song. This is a club song for sure.
As I was listening, I'm like, who said Meek fell off again?
Fam.
I'm like, who? Who? Meek? Who? Wait for that album to drop.
I'm happy to hear Meek back.
I am too.
He
deserves it.
Being an upper echelon rapper. In today's landscape, yes, I do think he's underrated is a fair title to throw out now.
He's because it doesn't appeal to the white crowd. People don't know how good he is.
Exactly.
He has bars.
You know what I mean? Like Meek is doing his shit, man. Like yo, it's a good track. To me, that was a good track. I enjoyed it.
I liked it.
Let's talk about quickly the Kanye Lil Pump thing.
I still haven't seen this yet.
I'll talk about it very briefly. The song opens up with like a comedy skit from I don't remember the comedian, but she's a more vulgar. She's black.
Is it Tiffany Haddish?
No, not Haddish. Like a older comedian.
Wanda Sykes.
Wanda Sykes type of person.
Okay.
I just forget her name, Monique? But she is like a more classic name in comedy. So she opens up with a scene. I don't remember the words of it. Just listen to it when you can.
Yeah.
But it's just like the first verse started with pump. Funny enough, I didn't know if it was Pump or Kanye on the first verse.
Really?
Upon first listen.
Okay.
Pump sounded a little different.
Kanye probably did some shit.
I was like,
But you gotta remember, he was 16 when he started rapping. His voice will probably change.
Yeah, he's like,
next few years.
He's gonna be like LaMelo Ball. His voice is gonna drop a little bit.
Gucci gang.
When he's performing that in 3 years, it's gonna be comical. I mean, nothing really further to say about that song. Kanye West, Lil Pump. I believe it's called "I Love This." I want to talk about YBN, the mixtape.
Okay, you gotta tell me about this. Is it like all three of them?
So it's all three of them. It's YBN Namir, YBN Almighty J, YBN Corday. They released a mixtape. It's called. I don't know if it's an album. It's on streaming services.
Okay,
so they're gonna make revenue off of it.
There's no difference between albums and mixtapes
nowadays. That's true. So it's called YBN the Mixtape. It's about 25, 26 songs.
What the? I've not seen any of these YBNs.
I am going to say this.
It was good.
They have earned a lot of respect from me based on this one project. And I'll tell you what.
You saying that? I'm going to say, you saying that? Now I have to listen to it.
I know. And that's why this entire mini review is a Harris hot take, because I did not expect this.
Mr. I hate new school rappers.
Yes. Right. Yo, I'm going to say this. Your boy Almighty J, that nigga has a flow.
Yo, that nigga has a flow. No, don't say this. Don't say that Almighty L.
He has like that little boat flow. That little yachty. You know what I mean? Like
a lot of tracks on this shit.
He almost has a Uzi flow, low key, bro.
Okay, I gotta download this.
Not as lyrical, not as he's not doing as many syllables as like a Uzi. But yo, Jay has some shit.
Okay.
When Almighty J is in a certain pocket, I don't mind Almighty J's music. This mixtape has also taught me or confirmed for me that YBN Corday is obviously the best one in the group.
Yeah.
But now this mixtape leads me to believe YBN Namir might be the worst.
Oh, everyone did think he was one of the worst.
I thought they thought Almighty J was the worst.
Well, yeah, because no one cared about Almighty J.
Yeah, it doesn't make no tracks. But yo, this nigga's coming up with some. But here's
I gotta listen to it. Now I gotta listen to it.
Here's my actual review though, because again, there's just a lot of fucking hype shit on there. It's definitely a playlist type of album.
It's a hype.
It's definitely a put on shuffle type of album. It's definitely a pick 8 random songs off of it, add to your playlist, and you will be thoroughly.
So there's no like playing order. There's no reason. There's no reason to play in order.
No playing order at all whatsoever. Very good features on there. You got a Gucci feature on there.
Chris Brown.
They got a Chris Brown feature. They got a little Skies.
Cuban doll and Asian doll.
I didn't know what that was about.
They're 2 female rappers.
Are they in the same group? Or are they not associated with one another?
I have no idea. I know that
I saw that Cuban.
Is that Machine Gun Kelly too?
They got MGK.
Wiz Khalifa? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be a solid. Okay, I gotta listen to this then.
The way I see it is this: we know YBN's audience.
Yeah.
Right. This entire mixtape is performance music.
Oh, like they're gonna go on tour with this.
The entire mixtape is performance music, and I was just like, "Yo, these niggas are fucking smart."
Or the label is smart.
Or the label. You're right. You're absolutely right. Whoa, why did I give credit to them?
These are like 18-year-olds. 18-year-olds are making decisions like, "Whoa, let's put out a mixtape full of all hype songs."
That's an epiphany.
Go tour on all hype songs.
Jesus Christ, I thought these guys were smart. You're right. It's the
label. Give labels like 90% of credit for almost anything that an artist does.
You're
I swear.
Absolutely right. God damn.
Almost their tweet. I think that was a label that tweeted that.
But yeah, it's all performance music. It's all It's all songs that you can picture either in a club, on a stage, at a festival, something you jump to, simple enough where you can repeat it once you learn the words.
Yeah, all catchy, trap beats and catchy hooks.
Yep, that's it.
That's what I call those.
That's it. So
shout out, man. If you say it's good, Mr. Anti New School Rappers, and then it must be good.
YBN the mixtape. Go give that a listen. Again, you're not gonna expect lyrical content, but you will get music that you can add to your playlist, music that you can work out to, music that is festival music. These guys, or the label at the very least, very genius in how they package together this project. And I think the number of songs is going to play into the quote unquote number of sales that they get.
Yeah, it's like the Migos thing where they drop like 21
Exactly.
songs,
so when you listen to the entire project, boom, that's, under certain criteria, that becomes a quote unquote sale.
Yeah.
Right? It's like we were saying, okay, a Drake album you have to listen to twice. A Kanye album you have to listen to 7 times for both albums to be considered a sale via streaming, right? Yeah. So, and I'm basing that off of like 50. Like, let's say 50 was the magic number. 50 streams equals a sale. I know it's more than that.
Yeah,
I think
it's 1,500.
Something that, yeah. But let's say it was.
But 50, I get what you're saying. Just
7 albums of Kanye or 2 albums of Drake.
Yeah, it's just what's it called? Hype.
Whatever the fuck it is, they're playing with the stats. But that's gonna lead me right into asking you, what is in your rotation? Let me actually ask myself that question.
What is in your rotation, Harris?
Yo, YBN the mixtape might be on there.
Jeez,
it might be on there, man. Because I was surprised. I was surprised.
There's actually on Spotify, the first category is your heavy rotation.
Yeah, but that's not accurate.
It's not at all.
That shit told me Kamikaze was in my heavy rotation. I played it once. The fuck out of here, it's Spotify.
Actually, it kind of is.
The usual, man. The usual. What's the usual from me? Victory Lap. Nipsey Hussle. Again, you got to play that top to bottom to truly appreciate it. I'm on a different wave right now, though. I'm on a different wave right now, though. Right now, I'm bumping K Tronada. I don't know if you bump him at all.
Oh, I know.
K Tronada.
I know a girl, D Tronada.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, I don't bump her, but I've heard of her.
But K Tronada is a artist from Montreal, actually, and he's pretty well respected in kind of that black house music / not EDM, but I would say kind of that. No, he's like a DJ put together beats type of thing. Almost like it's hard to really describe him. He's inspired by everything from house music to Afro beats to jazz to R&B. Like, it's just kind of a melting pot of everything.
Okay.
So I've been bumping that lately. I've been bumping a lot of old Joe Budden because I tweeted this as well. Joe Budden, the media personality, makes you forget how good Joe Budden, the rapper, was.
That is so true.
I was a huge fan of the Mood Music series back in the late 2000s. I thoroughly enjoyed his tracks with Fabulous, his tracks with Ransom, his tracks with whoever else Styles P. He made tracks with in the past. So I forgot how good Joe was as a rapper.
Okay.
So I Rage in the Machine. I bumped that. All Love Lost. I bumped that. I was bumping Mood Music 3. I was bumping. I'm back on A$AP Rocky shit.
The new one?
Testing. The new shit. Testing.
Everyone says it's good.
Here's the thing. With all of the albums that have come out since Testing,
aged well.
It makes you realize how good Testing was.
That's why I think it's better than I give it credit for.
So
everyone still says I'm bumping Testing or I listen to Testing. I'm like, yeah, that means it aged well. Like,
and I remember when it came out, obviously it got negative press at first, but the side commentary that was going on with the album was that it's not that it's trash, it's that he's experimenting.
Yes.
I remember I even told you like, don't listen to it
as a
remembering
rapper.
A$AP Rocky as a rapper. Just listen to it as a body of work. Mm-hmm. And I don't even think I realized what I was saying in totality, because now when I listen to it, it's like, yo, this project is like, I can see why.
But good.
I'm not going to compare their styles, but I can see why A$AP Rocky claims that Travis Scott took his whole shit. I can see it. I'm not going to compare them. I'm not going to say who's bigger, who's not. I'm not going to say who's better, who's not.
I can see where he's coming from.
I'm just going to say I can see where he's coming from. I'll leave it at that.
I'm going to go give this album a listen now.
What's in your rotation? Because I think that's kind of it for me.
What's in my rotation? It hasn't been a big week for me, to be honest.
Yeah, it hasn't been.
Especially now that I long story short, my work was closer for the last few weeks to my house. So my drive, rather than it being
you don't get that same amount of time no more.
45 minutes to an hour, it turned out to be 15 minutes.
Yep. So, a Kanye album.
So, pretty much. I love Hip Hop Central just because that's the only place I can get a little bit of everything.
Hip Hop Central. Now, this is a playlist on Spotify, right? Okay.
Yes. Trippy's Red Life's a Trippie Redd, Life's a Trip.
Life's a Trip.
I bumped that this week. A lot of Uzi for some reason. I think it's because we went to the beach. And I don't know what this. I was just feeling Uzi a lot this week.
Okay.
So I bumped a lot of Uzi, especially Uzi versus the World. Juice WRLD, of course. Come on.
Juice WRLD, yeah.
Not, a week's not complete.
And I fuck with that album now too, so I can't even hate on you for that.
And I ended it off with another playlist on Spotify called Clout Culture.
Clout, is that the Academics one?
No, but
it's called Clout Chasers, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
It's all Spotify. It's all SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah, I mean, we know it's essentially that's what it is, right?
Yeah, a lot of Fifi in there, some young bands, Lil Mosey. I love that Lil Mosey song is so good.
I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who he is. I know this one song. But yeah, that's all.
West, obviously.
Sheck West.
You got to bump the Mo Bamba every morning that you wake up.
That's my going home from work. Go in my car, Mo Bamba.
That's an energy song, man. You don't need coffee, bro. You just need to bump that song.
Honestly.
I mean, I guess that's it then for music potpourri. That's it for what's in your rotation. End of the music potpourri segment. Let's get into some random thoughts, man.
Random thoughts. Actually, I do have something.
Do we want to talk about the podcast wars at all, or let's park that? Brilliant Idiots versus Joe Budden.
Let's park that just to see what happens next week.
I'm gonna see what happens.
Because we don't say something and then next week they come out something. Everything we just said just gets derailed.
That's a fact. Remember what we do that with? We did that with something NBA related. Well, no, we were still kind of right. We did that with the LeBron shit. Remember, we were like speculating where's LeBron going, and then like by the time the episode dropped, LeBron already said he's going to the Lakers.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
Although we did speculate he was going to go to the Lakers.
We did.
So we'll just give that one a week. If nothing comes up next week, then we can. But I do have one thing for random thoughts.
All right, let's hear the random thoughts.
And I'm about to drop some knowledge on everybody. I'm about to start this year from 2018 to summer, began in May. I'm looking at a quick synopsis. I might miss some guys. You might have never heard of these, but I'm just giving a quick synopsis. In May, we got Shrimp 3, Book of Ryan, Beware of the Book of Eli by Slum God.
I forgot that even came out, and that was a good project.
Harder Than Ever by Lil Baby. Reckless by Nav.
I still gotta bump that Baby.
Testing.
I like Lil Baby. Like Lil Baby and Gunna.
Lil Baby's album
on my motherfuckers right now. Like I'm on that wave right now.
Yo, you're on that Atlanta wave.
I don't know why, bro. I'm sold. Go on.
We got Testing.
Yes.
May. We got Daytona.
Yes.
Do you know Bow Wow dropped something? Green Light 6.
Yes, he did.
Yes.
I was supposed to check for that. Yo, Green Light 3 was hard.
Yeah, 5 years ago.
That was like in 2013, if I'm not mistaken.
Exactly. June, we got Ye by Kanye. Lost and Found by Jorge Smith. I know her name is whatever, Georgia Smith. But I'm going to call her Jorge. Kids See Ghosts. We got The Carters. We got Nas. We got J Rocks. We got Tiana Taylor. We got Scorpion. July, we got League of Summer by Meek Mill. Beast Mode 2, Wiz Khalifa.
League of Summer was that little EP that he dropped, right? Oh, yeah.
We got Rolling Papers 2. We got Hive Mind by The Internet. We got Taboo by Denzel Curry. In August, we got Astroworld. We got Life's a Trip. We got Nicki Minaj, Queen. In September, we were expecting Harvard Dropout by Lil Pump. Okay, no one says. I'm waiting for that.
Okay.
We had storylines such as Drake losing a beef to Pusha, which in return, we found out Drake had a child, which we've never seen. We've never seen this child, guys. Let's not forget, we've not seen Drake's child.
I mean, it's cool. You know, he's hiding the world from the kid.
He's not hiding the kid from the world. We found out that Kanye is crazy. Actually, no, sorry. I wrote that before I realized his mental stuff. He's not crazy, but, you know, Kanye is Kanye.
Kanye is Kanye.
We found out Nicki is Nicki.
Nicki, yeah.
Wayne is official free from Birdman contract.
Wayne officially is balding.
6ix9ine is full of antics.
But his rebrand is real.
Mm-hmm. Chance got engaged.
Okay.
Bieber got engaged.
To that girl that looks like Jordan Sparks.
Yes.
Okay.
And Bieber got engaged. Yes.
Biebs, the Canadian legend.
In hip-hop, because Bieber is hip-hop.
The finest thing to happen to Canada since Alex Trebek.
Cheese! Hot
I'll fuck with you there.
And, of course, we lost 2 people.
Yes, we did.
Mac Miller and XXXTentacion.
Very surprising and very unfortunate.
All of this is just to say, to you, the viewers, and to you, Harris, will summer 2018 be legendary in rap? In hip-hop?
I think 2018, summer specifically, but even the entire year, I think it has the potential to be a monumental year in hip-hop. And I say that because every upper echelon, or I'm not going to say upper echelon because that's more talent related. Every big name artist released a project this year.
Kendrick didn't.
He didn't. You're right. When did Damn come out? No, Damn is end of 2017. Last year.
I remember bumping into. No, Damn was. I remember bumping into Basketball. So yeah, end of 2017.
Okay, fair enough.
But he came out with J-Rock. He was on a lot of features.
Exactly. He put his full energy into J-Rock and SZA and everyone else. All other TDE projects that came out this year.
Went on tour.
But I would say, okay, like off the top of your head, probably name 3 of the biggest artists that did not come out with projects. Probably Kendrick.
That's about it.
And now you're thinking at that point. You know what I mean?
Like, now you're going back, like who's big, but
I'm talking about like undeniably big. Like don't just tell me your favorite rapper. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, Memphis Bleak didn't come out with a okay, that's personal opinion.
There we go, exactly.
But Drake, Post, Cole, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Wale, Meek, everyone came out with a project this year. Logic is coming out with one. And again, I'm thinking numbers big, right? Yeah. Logic, Post.
Uzi's gonna come out with
Eminem.
Eminem came out with something. Even add that to Eminem,
Push, Drake.
Big Sean didn't come out with something, but Big Sean came out last year, so he's probably still marinating.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like what 2018 has for it potentially, it could be huge. I think that like anything else, we have to see how these projects stand the test of time.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
I think some of these projects face some potential issues because some of the projects are a little bit more only relevant in their moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
The good thing about Pusha T's album was that it was only one line at Drake. It wasn't like a Drake diss album. Right? Santeria is a good song, and if you know, and all these other types of jargon that has come out in the hip hop world. Like people say, if you know, like it's a MSN status. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, that would be my MSN status right now.
Yeah, straight up. If you know, I should probably put that on my Twitter bio. Thinking about it. If you know. But like the point I'm trying to make is that the only adversity that 2018 can face from a music perspective is the music being too of the time as opposed to being timeless.
You know what? I actually watched a YouTube video on this. I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I watched a YouTube video on this. Someone said it's because hip hop is what's buzzing now. It's the biggest genre.
Yeah.
So record labels are just pushing out whatever they can,
of course,
to capitalize on the money. Because before it was like, why would you invest in someone that's not going to make you money?
Well, think of it like stock, right? When the stock is at its highest point, you're out the game. You're selling. You're making your profit.
Yep. And that's what they're doing right now.
Why would you still hold Tesla shares as an example if you think Tesla's going down more?
Exactly.
If you think it's at its apex, sell, release. And that's what we're seeing. So
same person did say, just finish it off, that when rock was the biggest thing in the world, there's a lot of
trash rock.
Screamo rock, for example, which not most rock are like, it's not rock. This is just like
which is or soft rock, which became a subgenre.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and there became so much of that, and that's what's happening with hip hop.
Punk rock, soft rock, regular rock. Like there were so many subgenres and shitty bands and shitty artists.
Everyone wanted to be
just
a band.
Releasing project after project after project.
The record labels were just trying to capitalize. And where are those bands now? Nowhere to be found. Where are their albums? I don't even know.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think, is 2018 a monumental year in hip hop? I think it can be.
We're still too early, I guess.
I think we're still too early. I think I don't even think months. I think you would need years to really test the longevity of this music. Like when you think about certain music in certain years, I'm not gonna think of examples right now, but sometimes you'll think of about a year in hip hop and you might not think it's all that. Like let's say if I said in 08, and you're like, oh, well, what happened in 08? And then if I pulled off like the 100 biggest tracks of 08, you're like, holy fuck.
You think this will be one of those years?
I think it could be one of those. So I'm excited to see what happens.
Every time I think of late 2000s, I just think of Lil Wayne on all those features.
Yo, man.
Wow, man. I want to go back to those days when you waited for every song, here's that lighter. You're like, yo, Lil Wayne's about to kill this feature.
Man, oh man. Any more random thoughts? I ain't got nothing.
Nothing, man.
Nothing.
Some CCS.
So I guess let's get into the CCS. You know what it is. It's that crazy Canadian shit. It's that weekly. It's eye-raising. It's what the fuck.
What the fuck?
It's those stories that really make you question some shit. Make you question the world. And they all have the common theme of being right here in Canada.
Here.
Now, sometimes it's really local, where it's home to us, truly home to us.
In the T-Dot.
And other times it's, out in far parts of the West or far parts of the East. And we're just as surprised as you guys listening. Where do we want to start? I'm going to start with mine.
Okay, all right. Yeah, mine's just funny.
I want to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
At work.
Uh-oh.
There's always those one motherfuckers that bother you at work, right?
Oh, trust me.
Now, when you think, what's the worst thing you would do to that person at work? And don't incriminate yourself as I ask this question.
Nothing to hurt them physically.
That's my point.
It'll just be something to annoy them, something to bug them.
Exactly. You do some petty shit. You know what I'm saying? Plug out their printer and make it real discreet so they take 25 minutes to figure out why their shit's not printing.
Yes.
They call tech support. Tech support tells them, hey, your shit's not on. And they realized it was some dumb shit.
Pretty much.
Take the garbage bag out of their garbage in their office. So now they're like, I don't want to throw this in an empty bin.
So now they have to get up every time they want to throw some shit out. So just little petty stuff, nothing that physically hurt them.
Like you said, you wouldn't really go that extra mile to hurt.
I still need a job,
to hurt your coworker. Because you still need a job. You still need your bag.
I still got bills to pay.
Right now, there's this person at work. This happened in Ontario. This happened at a BMW dealership in Toronto.
Okay.
So shout out to us.
Shout out to us in a weird way, I guess.
We need like a da-na-na-na.
Add that to it.
Let me pause the CCS to add that. I'm just gonna type da-na-na-na-na soundbite and we'll know what we're talking about. Da-na-na-na na-na soundbite. So shout out to Toronto, man. But this happened in a BMW dealership in Toronto. One man apparently tried to murder someone that he worked with by pouring some engine coolant in his coworker's drink.
What the fuck? Why? What did the coworker do to him?
When the man's coworker took a sip of the drink, they apparently knew something was wrong with it right away. The coworker had management review the security tapes, which allegedly showed the man pouring. Why does it say allegedly if it's on video? Fair enough. You got to say
law,
it's alleged. Guilty. You're right. You're right. We got to respect that. Which allegedly showed the man pouring the coolant into the drink. The victim of the alleged attempted poisoning was not treated for any injuries due to the incident. Police were called to the scene and arrested the man who allegedly tried to kill his own coworker via poison. He has been charged with administering a nauseous substance.
Hey, that's attempted murder. Am I confusing? Is he white?
Maybe. I don't have a name.
Attempted murder.
And even if I did, I ain't no snitch.
Yeah, we ain't snitching out here. But that's attempted murder, though.
But that, to me, should be attempted murder.
Okay, are you done? Because I have a question.
Spit your question.
What would your coworker have to do to you for you to do something like this? Because I'm thinking, what could this guy have done? You must have
the only thing that makes sense to me, this guy said, "Fuck my wife." That would be a bar for any man. It's like, that's it.
Mm-hmm. In that case, I'd be like, you know what?
You go sicko mode at that point.
He's right for what he did. But
the only thing I can think of is this. And I think about my previous work experience. Mm-hmm. And this is not to say I would do this shit because I need my money. And I don't care about people that much. Commission might be a real thing, man. Commission might be a real thing. And that's BMWs, true. What's your entry level car? 30 stacks?
No, you're going to eat
35 stacks? So you're eating commission off of your sales. And let's say you talk to a customer. So this happened at a BMW dealership, and this is why I'm envisioning this. You're talking to a customer saying, you know what, let me think about it. You give the customer your card. The customer comes back 3 days later.
You're not there.
Your coworker sees your card
and
still pounces on it. Now, let's say this happens once and twice and 4 times, and 8 times and 8 times throughout the last 2 months, and now it's 24 times throughout the year.
And now it's adding
and
up.
Now your commission has gone down from, let's say, $50,000 worth of commission down to $20,000 worth of commission. And now, on the 25th time that this happens, you catch him in the act.
I'm pouring that whole damn thing in.
So, I mean, to me, it would have to be money.
That's true.
It would have to be money, and it would have to be greed on, let's say it was me pouring the coolant, right? And let's say it was you taking my sales. It would have to be greed on my part because I care about money that much to fucking hurt you. But it would also have to be like you're just a super snake. Yeah, you just keep taking my shit. I gotta
assume that they spoke about this before and be like, hey man, like you're taking my sales just to let you know, so you know.
Like, yo, chill on my sales, bro. Like these are clients I'm giving my card to. Like I get it. This is my money you're eating. It's free game, and when they come back in, I understand that. But they're showcasing my card. Like, let's have that respect at the very least. And then you were probably like, nah, fuck that shit. I want to eat. I want to eat. That's really all I got, man. Yo, if there's a lesson to be learned in this, your money will always be more important than your coworkers.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, just watch what you drink. All right, that's the story.
Yo, remember back in the day we used to put salt in each other's drinks,
bro? Into the washroom.
Yo, you motherfuckers got me that time. Remember that? What was it? Was it black pepper and salt?
Yeah, it was just salt. Yo, it was just salt. We put so much salt in this guy's drink. He went to the washroom. We were at a restaurant. I'm not gonna say the name. And then we put so much salt in his water, stirred with a straw.
That shit dissolved perfectly.
And he came back. We were all looking.
I was parched. I came back parched.
Took a sip. It was the funniest thing ever.
Everyone's staring at me. I'm sipping this, and I stop in my tracks, and I look at you motherfuckers like,
we are just.
You guys got me.
He knew as soon as we did it.
You guys got me.
Shout out, man. That was
Shout out to old times.
Okay, I'll make this one quick.
Let's do it.
Did you drink chocolate milk in high school?
I love chocolate milk. Gailey makes the best chocolate milk. Okay. And pause on that.
I don't drink chocolate milk, so I don't know much.
Apparently, chocolate milk is trash.
Well, that's what I'm getting into.
Okay.
So chocolate milk has become a major controversial issue in Canada.
Why is that?
It all started with the government of New Brunswick banned chocolate milk in all schools.
Whoa. That's there's more to it. I ain't gonna cut you off. You're right.
And now schools across the country are debating on following suit.
We're not visual, but my eyes have just opened up.
His eyes did, guys. Like, whoa.
My eyes have just opened up.
A school in Ottawa is going to ban it this year in order to make students healthier during lunchtime or eat healthier during lunchtime. And a lot of parents are fighting this. The biggest concern is that while chocolate milk is delicious.
Okay.
That's actually what they wrote here. The biggest concern about chocolate milk is that while it's delicious, the flavored beverage has many more grams in sugar than its plain milk counterparts.
Okay.
So people are ranting on Twitter. People are saying, yeah, it's a good idea. People are saying, no, it's not a good idea. Now, here's where it becomes a bigger issue. Currently in New Brunswick, it's liberals it's a liberal
run province.
Okay. And now the conservatives are saying if we win the election, we're bringing back chocolate milk.
For our American viewers, just to tie in how we call our government, so we use the terms conservative and liberal.
Yeah.
The U.S. will use the terms Republicans are essentially equivalent to conservatives.
Yep.
And Democrats are equivalent to liberals, just to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, that's where it ends. It just became, now everyone's like, are we really going to base an election off chocolate milk? Yo. Or are you really going to base your vote saying, I want chocolate milk for my son, so I'm going to vote the liberal or the conservatives?
I mean,
I don't want.
It's just scary so how much more disgusting politics gets year over year. Like it really is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I don't want to extend on that too long because we're not a politics podcast. But I'll just leave it at that. What I will say is this about the chocolate milk, though. I'm surprised they're talking about the sugar levels in chocolate milk. I'm surprised and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised, obviously, because it has an insanely high amount of sugar.
Yeah, I have no
soda's orange juice, soda's apple juice. their sugar levels are absurd. And when people think they're drinking healthy by drinking orange juice, you're not. You might as well drink pop.
Honestly,
it's just as bad.
It's just as bad.
There's more vitamins that are injected into the Minute Maid C Plus or the Minute Maid orange juice. Exactly.
Into buying it and thinking it's healthier.
Exactly. So it's actually not healthier. What surprises me though is that they're referring to the sugar level as opposed to the fact that they basically use the shitty part of the milk
for chocolate milk
to make chocolate milk.
They hide it with the brown color.
Exactly. They hide it with the brown color and the added sugar and the added taste and the added flavors. It's like the worst part of the milk that they take from the cow is moved to the side. This is going in the chocolate milk bin.
It's like sausage.
That's it.
That's the part that example. They don't know what they can't sell this because it doesn't look appealing.
That's the perfect example.
So they all mesh it all
together. Is sausage.
And sell it to you and call it something else.
But chocolate milk is still good as a motherfucker.
It is. I ain't gonna lie. I don't love it, but I could drink some.
I can't even hate on that, man. So shout out to chocolate milk. Why? Just cause.
I'm voting conservatives because
just they want to bring it back.
They want to bring it back.
But yeah, fuck that. Fuck all that shit. What else we got? I think that's it, man.
I have no more CCS.
I got no more CCS either. So cue your music that we're gonna have to make a soundbite. That being said,
there we go. Sorry, I know where I found it from. It's from at the end of
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
The OG Hulk, where it was Lou Ferrigno actually painted green. At the end of it, like the end credits, that's the song they play because he's always walking down the streets. He's hitchhiking. This is like in the 80s, guys. It's an 80s show. I used to watch it on TV. I remember it, but yeah, sorry.
That's okay. That will bring us to the unfortunate end of another episode of the True North Views podcast.
Y'all.
One more time, guys, please check for the socials, check the Twitter, check the Instagram, check the SoundCloud, check the Spotify, the Apple Podcasts, etc. We love interactions. We love interactions. So if you search at True North Views, all one word, TrueNorthViews, we would appreciate if you guys continue that conversation by telling a friend to tell 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 a friend. 6 degrees of separation, guys. You know how it works at this point.
You don't gotta say more. Just tell 6 people to tell 6 people, and boom! Before you know it, 6 more people have told 6 more people, and we out here.
That's it. Now, as usual, I go by the name of Harris.
You can call me JustShola.
And I guess you just got to tell them that number one rule.
Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Oh, and also watch out for the wastemans.
Watch out for the wastemans. It's officially autumn.
Yo, winter, summer literally didn't fade away. Summer was just like, I'm gone.
It came and it left, bro.
It went from t-shirts and shorts to sweater weather immediately. Like hoodie. It didn't even say cool pants and t-shirts.
Immediate.
No. We're from shorts and t-shirts on Friday to...
So at this point, I'm not even going to say stay cool.
There's no point.
There's no point. So guys, stay warm out there. Warm. More importantly, stay blessed and stay safe.
Yo.
It's the True North Views podcast. It's episode 20.
2020.
Let's get it.
Bye.